suspects and putting the handcuffs of a fallen officer on the criminal they were killed trying to catch is significant to the family as well as the colleagues of the deceased officer. Many people have inferred that this is one of the reasons why the officers around Markeith before and during his interrogation seemed so reluctant to loosen his cuffs, and it's not hard to see why that would be exactly the case. However, did law enforcement let their anger over Dabrand's death go too far? What we'll discuss next has become one of the most controversial points of this case. Markeith claims that the officers beat him up during the arrest. In the helicopter video, we can see what appears to be an officer kicking Markeith in the head while he's on the ground before the video rapidly pans away. The way that Markeith may have been treated by police when he was arrested could have contributed to his unwillingness to cooperate with the detectives when he is being questioned. We can also observe in the interrogation footage how incredibly roughed up Markeith is, and he repeatedly brings up the fact that he doesn't want to cooperate with the police after they allegedly beat him up.
She pulled a gun on you, then what?
Man, I need to rest. I need to be better, man.
This is your opportunity. Markeith, this is your opportunity. Everyone's been saying all these things about you. This is your opportunity to set the story straight.
I just talk to y'all because I ain't tripping.
Well, okay, well, if you ain't tripping, man, it's like this, man.
No, because y'all don't fucking fuck me up.
Markeith, we are not the ones that messed you up, okay? We're the ones giving you the opportunity to tell the truth about what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton.
No, Markeith, let me ask you this.
Trying to talk apart.
Okay, hey, Markeith.
We shot it and let her turn me in.
Markeith, check me out. No, Markeith, check me out. You worry about how you feeling right now, okay? Well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day.
They're playing the guilty conscience / morality card again. The death of the unborn child. He is trying to evoke remorse from Markeith in order to get a clear admission of guilt.
So you worry about you, that's gonna heal. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days you'll be eating fine. That baby is dead. If Sade deserved it, then you tell me she deserved it.
I got a hole for big mouth.
But you cannot tell me that Sergeant Clayton deserved what happened to her.
Oh.
You're tired, I know that. You've been running for a long time. You're not eating right, you're not sleeping right.
Then they locked my family, my people down. Somebody helping me. I'm about trying to buy my own food out of Walmart. About that.
Well, that's what they said.
Let's listen, Markeith, this is about getting the truth out right now as to what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton. Okay? We need to know if Sergeant Clayton pulled that gun on you first. We need to know if you felt threatened, if you did what you had to do.
Yeah,
tell us what happened.
Yeah, she put a gun on.
The officer again says, "We need to know if you did what you had to do," in reference to shooting the sergeant. He's trying to once again get Markeith to talk by making it seem like he had justification. In reality, even if the sergeant pulled a gun on him first or threatened him, she had cause to do so, and him shooting her in this instance has no legal defense. Florida statute section 776.051 provides the law relating to use of force in resisting an arrest. A person is not justified in the use or threatened use of force to resist an arrest by a law enforcement officer or to resist a law enforcement officer who is engaged in the execution of a legal duty if the law enforcement officer was acting in good faith and he or she is known or reasonably appears to be a law enforcement officer.
Did she threaten?
Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Harbor Freight.
My boyfriend gets in his head during sex.
Me, I wanted the absolute best thing on the market. That's why I switched to Blue Chew Gold.
It's different from other ED meds because it's not just one ingredient.
This Blue Chew Gold targets the brain and down below at the same time. Getting sildenafil and tadalafil mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin is the gold standard I've been waiting for.
It lasts up to 36 hours and dissolves under your tongue so it can kick in faster. You get it all online so you don't have to worry about awkward in-person doctor visits.
Look into it, fellas.
Visit BlueChew.com today.
My wife almost divorced me because I couldn't get hard anymore. I'm 40. This is what fixed it. If you're over 40, if you can't stay hard anymore, if you go soft halfway through and have to fake an excuse, if you've stopped trying because you can't take failing one more time, if she stopped initiating because she's tired of watching you lose it, this is what saved my marriage. 4 months. every night. I told myself she was just tired. Then one night I stood in the doorway at 10:15, whispered her name, nothing. But I knew by her shoulders, she wasn't asleep. She was hiding. She wasn't being mean, she was being merciful. I went into the bathroom, made myself a promise. She was not pretending tomorrow night. I'd seen the Friday Plans ads for a year. 87 cents a pill for Viagra. Always thought it was a scam. Ignored it every time. That night, I was desperate enough to try anything. 2-minute form. Real licensed U.S. doctor reviewed it by morning. Free prescription, free 3-day USPS shipping in a plain envelope. Here's what made me feel stupid. CVS
What should
charges
make you feel
$40 a pill
stupid
for
is
the
the
same
fact that
exact
you needed it in
Viagra.
the
Friday
first
Plans
place.
charge.
Get out of
Did she threaten
here.
you?
Yeah, she put it on. Y'all know she put it on. Y'all got the tape.
And is that why you did what you had to do?
Yeah.
So tell us what
You told her,
happened. If you're threatened, tell us what happened.
The interrogator shifts back to read step 2 here, shifting the blame away from the suspect directly in the hopes that this will encourage him to talk.
Man, I ain't got to talk, man. I'll talk to my lawyer and let him talk to y'all.
Again, Markeith invokes his right to an attorney. The police continue to question him despite his unequivocal invocation. The statements he makes are at risk of being inadmissible.
When exactly were you being threatened? This is your opportunity, Markeith.
This ain't my opportunity. You don't see me. You don't see my blood over here.
That blood will heal. Those wounds are going to heal. Okay?
Ain't no nigga, I can't even open my eye.
That will heal. All of that is going to heal. What happened with Sergeant Clayton, that's a whole different story. Okay? Did she come at you and threaten you? Did you have to do what you had to do? Tell us why you did what you did. Was she threatening you when she was on the ground? When she's on her back and you're shooting her, were you feeling threatened?
She was shooting the whole time.
She's shooting at you while she's on her back?
She was shooting.
How can she shoot at you from her back?
I'm on the ground. I'm shoot from the ground too. If they on the ground on me and shit.
Okay, so she's on her back. She's shooting at you. Is that why you're shooting at her? Is that why?
The interrogator is not getting answers to his questions. All of the questions so far are leading questions. In other words, attempting to lead the suspect towards a given answer that the interrogators want to hear.
Man, y'all give me some medical attention. Y'all find out.
Markeith, these are simple questions. She's on her back shooting at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, and I ain't got
Tell us what's happening when she's on her back shooting at you. Tell us what's happening from there. Is that why you shot at her while she's on her back?
I ain't
Hey, little homeboy. Oh.
She's shot. She's on her back while she's being shot, Markeith. There's only one reason why you're doing this. Okay?
Defending myself.
You're defending yourself against her? Why didn't you just run? You had the opportunity to run. You had the opportunity to fight.
No, I didn't.
You had all kinds of opportunities. You chose to shoot. Why did you choose to shoot?
I had no opportunity to run.
You telling me you can't outrun her? You can't outrun a female with
I don't even know
30,
if I'm
40
hearing
pounds of
myself
gear on
out
her?
there right now. 1, 2.
You gonna try and tell us you couldn't outrun her? Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
When the interrogator asks, why did you choose to shoot instead of run? This is a great question because it goes to intent to commit the crime and would play a meaningful role in whether the crime is viewed as premeditated as opposed to something lesser, like manslaughter.
Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
I ain't shooting now. Why she choose to approach me instead of follow the car? When people standing out, she put all on.
What difference would it have made whether she approaches you or 10 police officers shoot you?
It would have made a difference because the car would have been surrounded and the situation could have came out.
You saying you can't help yourself and that's why you had to shoot?
Man, you saying that now?
Then tell us what happened. You're not telling us anything.
Now we finna finish talking because you're trying to put words.
No. Tell us what happened. That's the question.
The interrogator starts to put pressure on Markeith in a way that would make him feel like if he doesn't speak up for himself and tell his version of the story, then someone else will fill in the holes for him. He's still deep in the read technique. Markeith doesn't budge.
Man, y'all give some.
She came up, she came to talk to you. You pulled a gun. You had the opportunity. Then tell us. We don't know.
That's a damn lie.
Then tell us what happened.
Homeboy said, I ain't pulling nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to ask you to put your own words out there.
I ain't trying to put words in my mouth.
Just like you chose to shoot, just instead of run, just like you chose to shoot instead of fight. You obviously can't run. You can't shoot. You can't fight.
All right, well, what you talking for then?
Then tell us what happened, Marquise.
You say the insult, brother.
All right, Marquise, let me ask you this, man. If you start me, look, okay, we're gonna get you medical attention. Call me. Get medical attention, okay?
It doesn't appear that the interrogator is actually motioning to any real people back there. Likely, he is just faking it to appease Markeith.
All right. Start me from the morning. What happened from the morning?
Oh.
As soon as you went in there, hear me out. As soon as you went in there to buy your food, what happened? Tell me your story in your own words, from the beginning to the end. And then we don't have to put any words in your mouth.
The officer tries once again to establish trust and a timeline here, and gives the suspect a chance to start from the beginning, to tell them what happened in his own words.
Markeith, you went to Walmart.
All y'all been doing is lying. I ain't trying to talk. All y'all been doing is lying. Y'all about people talking about they help me. How the fuck they helping me? I'm in Walmart buying my own damn food.
Tell your story then. You went to buy your own food.
Because y'all know they went because y'all made up something.
Then you tell me the story.
Y'all making up shit, bro.
I don't have to make up anything if you tell me the story.
Markeith, we either hear it from you or we hear it from the people that saw what you did. We hear it from you, or we have to just basically see what the video says. All that's saying one thing. Here's your opportunity to say what happened. Where you coming from?
I need medical attention. I can't.
Medical attention is coming.
I can't open my eyes. Ain't no medical attention coming. Y'all bullshit. Why they can't yet?
The officers display their true disdain for the suspect here, and clearly aren't concerned whatsoever about his physical well-being. This is not surprising, knowing that he shot one of their own, and also because the injuries were sustained while being arrested by their colleagues.
Y'all been saying that. Come on, man.
You don't need to open your eyes, Markeith. You need to open your mouth.
No.
Okay?
You fuck out my motherfucking face. Don't know about your business. I don't need to open my eye, open my mouth. What do you think you talking to, brother?
The pushy and straightforward approach got a rise out of Markeith. But will it get detectives any closer to their goal?
Markeith, this is the opportunity that we're talking about. This is the interaction you obviously had with Sergeant Clayton. Sergeant Clayton attempted to do the right thing with you, and you chose to do what you did.
I don't know about your business, brother.
She tried to do the right thing. You did what you did.
You said what you want to say. I don't know about your business, brother.
Until we hear different, we gotta go with what everyone's telling us. We gotta see that basically you gunned her down for no reason. You gunned down a police officer because basically you're too scared to run.
I don't know about your business, brother.
In this case, it seems that provoking Markeith has only caused him to shut down completely. The interrogator reverts back to read step one.
Until we hear different from you, that's the only option we see out there. We see you gunning down a police officer while she's on her back. Tell us something different.
What did you shoot at the other police officer over there when you ran from your car? Markeith, man, I'm trying to give you the respect that you probably don't ever deserve.
The interrogator continues to refer to treating the suspect with respect. This is a falsehood, as there is probably no medical support coming at this point. The appeal is to respect, manhood, to gain the trust of the suspect. However, as you'll see, this backfires shortly.
Why don't you just tell me, bro?
Yeah, how I don't deserve it. I'm a man just like you.
Well, then treat me like it, man. I'm treating you like a man, but you're not treating me like a man. You're not even looking at me, man. You can't even talk to me, bro. Talk to me, man.
You don't see what your fellow officers did? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Come on, I can't look at you. Give me some medical attention.
It's coming, bro. I already asked for it. It's coming.
Shit ain't came yet.
It's coming. Markeith, why did you shoot at the other officer? What did he do to you to make you shoot at him? Did he come at you wrong too? I mean, you gotta tell me something, man.
Man, y'all got me I'm in pain, I'm under duress, and y'all just in here just trying to drill me. I ain't got something to tell y'all.
This is what we're trying to figure out. Are these officers threatening you?
Man,
are you taking these actions because officers are threatening you?
I'm under duress and I'm in pain. Y'all was gonna beat me up. I'm bleeding to death over here. I'm under duress and I'm in pain. Spit coming out my swallow, spit coming out air. Blood coming out air. Well, I'm under duress and y'all here questioning me. And I'm under duress and I'm in pain. I'm hurting.
Those two things ain't gonna change, Markeith. Right. Your pain ain't gonna change for any time soon, whether medical attention sees you or not. The duress, whatever, okay? All we hear is that these people are threatening you, and you stood up for yourself.
Markeith keeps emphasizing how he is under duress. Duress is defined as the act of using forced coercion, threats, or psychological pressure to get someone to act against their wishes. Apparently, a person acting under duress is not seen as acting of their own free will, and so may be treated accordingly in court proceedings. By saying this, Markeith is trying to throw the validity of the interrogation into question. Though given the cameras recording the suspect and the interrogators, there is technically no duress here in a legal sense. This raises an interesting question, though. Watching this footage and knowing the context of what Markeith has done doesn't exactly make you sympathetic to him. But if everyone is truly innocent until proven guilty, then do you think all criminals who have been badly beaten or injured should be given medical attention before any questioning?
Okay? We just want to know how a police officer on her back trying to do her job is threatening you. Why you had to take that action that you did versus all the other options that you had. You had other options. Why did you choose the option you chose? That's the simple question. Can you tell us if the deputy was threatening you at the Highland Oaks? Can you tell us why you had to shoot at him? Markeith.
Tactics so far haven't been working, and so the interrogators will now try to rile Markeith up.
You've led nothing but a gutless life, man. You've shot at all your women. Sade ain't the first woman you shot, okay? You've had a gutless life. This is your one opportunity to show some sort of, show that you're a man at some point.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I'm gonna use your words, Markeith. I'm gonna use your words, and you listen to me real carefully, man. You know what you said? You wanted to be America's Most Wanted.
Leaning in towards the suspect makes the contact more intimate and less avoidable by closing the distance.
You were legendary.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to you man to man right now. You know what a legendary motherfucker does? He freaking steps on his 2 feet and he freaking stands up and says, "This is what I did." You want people to respect you and fear you.
Cause I was just on the motherfucking phone telling the woman called me that I was gonna get shot. They turn me in so they can get the reward.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's after the fact.
Although attacking Markeith's character has spurred him to talk and defend himself, he's still not giving the information they're looking for. He instead claims that he was going to let Sade's father turn him in so that her 2 young boys, ages 2 and 8, could get the reward money.
I'm talking about you talking about being America's Most Wanted. What do you mean by that?
You don't know me.
Oh, you talking about being legendary. What is that about?
By me standing up for myself.
Standing up for yourself?
Anything. Y'all police killing our kids with their hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you talking about?
You killed a baby, man.
Police killing our kids with their hands up.
You killed a baby.
That wasn't me.
You killed a baby. So don't even judge me on that.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
No.
Oh, that's legendary. That's a real man.
That wasn't even meant to happen.
That was meant to happen, but it happened.
No, it wasn't meant to happen.
But it happened.
Yeah, but I ain't jumping on nobody.
Huh?
I ain't jumping on nobody. Somebody jumped on me.
Somebody jumped on you. You're a grown-ass man. We're talking about a baby, 3-month-old baby, in the belly.
You talking about no baby, because there wasn't no baby that jumped on me. So what you talking about?
I'm talking about the baby you killed, man.
All right, brother.
You see what I'm saying? So it's okay for you to talk tough, but when I talk tough to you, you want to backpedal, man.
Man, you ain't talking tough. You just trying to talk to get me to talk, but I ain't trying to.
I ain't trying to get you to talk, man. You either tell the truth or you don't, man, because your word is your bond.
Markeith clearly has experience with law enforcement and, on some level, understands the tactics the officers are using. He appears to know that talking to them is not in his best interest. Neither party has respect for the other, nor does either want to help the other in any way.
You can get $25 to $300 in cash advances fast. Deals wait for no one. Download the app so you don't miss out.
Your agency grows, but there's never money left because every time you try to scale, you have to add more creators to your operation, and that's when the big problem starts. More people to manage, more complaining clients, more operations stalling, and costs just keep going up. And in the end, your margins stay stuck between 20 and 30%. Now pay attention because this can be a game changer as agencies are already running AI models natively within FanView and exceeding 70% margins without hiring anyone or growing the team. They don't scale people, they scale true digital assets. If you keep growing like this, you're going to stay stuck. Now, if you want to change that, click the link and I'll show you how to apply it to your agency.
You ever had one of them nights? Maybe you're watching a movie, you're laughing, she scoots in closer on the couch, and boom, it's on. Now, in these moments, you can't be caught slipping. You gotta be ready to perform like it's the big game. You hear me? And that's where Rose Sparks come in. These bad boys dissolve right under your tongue, no worries. And here's the kicker. The dual action formula stays active for up to 36 hours. Yeah. Now, you're not erect for 36 hours, but let's get this straight. When the moment strikes you again, you're ready to perform again, and again if necessary. Ready to rise to the occasion. With Rose Sparks, you get more control, and everybody's leaving the room with a smile on their face. Isn't that what we all want? That's what I call a win, baby. And check this out. If you prescribe new sexual health patients, get $15 off their first order of Rose Sparks on a recurring plan.
You either act like grown-ass man right now, or you put your head between your knees, man. You got two options, bro. You got two options. Because I'm not the one sending you a coward for killing a woman with a baby in her belly. I'm not the one saying that. Your people are saying that.
The interrogator is slipping into read step 5. This step comes into play when a suspect becomes distracted or withdrawn, often by ruminating on their potential punishment, and starts to tune out instead of focusing their attention on the interrogator's desired topic. He's trying to keep Markeith receptive to the conversation. Markeith then gets quiet, but offers no emotional reaction of note. Interestingly, the interrogator does not really pose the alternative use in read step 7. This would entail presenting two choices for why the crime was committed, both assuming his guilt, but one being more justifiable and understandable. Many suspects believe that latching on to the more morally acceptable answer will result in a less harsh punishment. But the truth is that both options are incriminating.
You ran for 30 days plus, but we found you. So at the end, you weren't that smart after all. But you know why, Markeith? You know why, Markeith? You done your time, man. You done a long, long time. You know the system in and out. And you get to live for as long as you want to live. When God says this is your last day, that's your last day. But Sergeant Clayton didn't have that opportunity because you made that choice for her. Sade and that baby, they didn't have that opportunity because you made that choice for them. Luckily, her brother lived.
I ain't made.
Bro, your actions, man. I'm talking about your actions. And then you wrong because you don't want to face reality, bro.
I ain't gonna get no motherfucking gun. I ain't made shit. I ain't jumping on nobody. I ain't made shit so you can kill that.
Some researchers have posited that the moment an interrogation turns into an argument, it fails. After being granted access to over 1,000 hours of interrogation tapes, one team asserted, "You need to remember what your purpose in that room is. You're seeking information. You're not there to speak on behalf of the victims or the police. You might feel better for getting angry, but down the road is retribution. If you find yourself having a go at someone, ask yourself, what am I achieving by this? Because they will stop talking to you." This is an interesting perspective to keep in mind as Markeith's interrogation goes on.
Tell me the reason why. You killed that baby. Tell me the reason why. You shot Ronald right straight in the chest. You tell me the reason why.
As the interrogation goes on, Markeith starts rocking back and forth slightly. This is a self-soothing behavior that sometimes comes out during extremely stressful situations.
You defending yourself? Then tell me the whole story and I'll listen. You shot Sergeant Clayton because she threatened you. She's giving you commands to stop, and you kill her because she pulls a gun on you. That's her job. That's your option. That's your choice. So you a badass, man, when you do your thing, but you can't even face me and talk to me about it. Because there's no way in hell that you can believe your own words, man.
Markeith putting his face down on the table shows that he is further disengaging from the questioning.
What about that other cop? Because he got behind you, you got the option of shooting at him? Luckily he didn't die. You know what we told you, Mom? That we didn't want to hurt you, man. We didn't want to kill you. We wanted you to face justice. And here you are alive.
I've been trying to kill, but what you talking about? You
You are here alive, man.
And y'all done framed murder on me already and everything. And y'all don't want to kill me. Motherfucker city been trying to kill me.
So did we frame Sade's murder too?
Shit, y'all done framed murder on me before.
Did we frame Sade's murder on you?
No, but y'all motherfuckers let the motherfucker.
Did we frame the baby murder on you too?
Y'all was with that.
Huh? Did we frame Sergeant Clayton's murder on you?
Y'all was with that.
Oh, you can't say that though, right?
Y'all let new people lie.
So you're the victim here now.
Like I just came with them and just went to.
You're the victim here now.
That's a code.
Tell me that.
That's the code, brother. Like you fucking around with the victim to y'all lies.
Tell me you're a victim and I'll give you a freaking hug. Because that's what you sound like right now. See, a real man will tell the truth. A real man will tell the truth. And I thought, you know what I thought today? That I was going to come sit down in here and talk to a real man.
By questioning his character and his manhood, the officer thinks he can get him to talk to defend his manhood. However, it doesn't seem to work on this suspect. They call him a punk and a bitch. They likely chose those words deliberately. Calling someone a punk or a bitch in prison is seen as a huge insult and a sign of disrespect. They're trying to push him into defending his manliness. This is another Reed technique called behavior-provoking questioning. They're trying to get a response by challenging him and angering him.
But even then, you can't even say that. You want to be legendary with lies. See, that's a punk move. Everybody tells me, man, that guy's for real, man. Right now, I don't see that.
Anger will often get suspects to blurt out an admission of key facts. The interrogators aren't getting the response they want out of Markeith, so they continue to badger and insult him.
Markeith, you every time you have an opportunity to show that you're the man you talk about, that you're this friggin' badass you talk all that shit about how you ain't going down without a fight, and as soon as the officers confront you in the yard, you bow down like a bitch in body armor.
The other interrogator jumps back in with the same goal, trying to evoke a reaction, and he almost succeeds at this point, but Markeith quickly stifles it.
So what are you now?
I ain't about being no badass. What the fuck you talking?
You talking all this shit about how badass you are, but when the officers confront you at the house on Lescott, what'd you do?
All right, man. Well, all right, bye.
You bitched out. So you get confronted by a female at the front door with your unborn child in her. What do? You light her up. Sergeant Clayton's trying to do her job and tell you what to do. What do? You hide behind a pillar and you light her up. Because you a bitch in body armor.
Yeah.
Come out and say what happened.
Yeah.
You running around talking shit on social media, saying this and jibber jabber and that. Here's your opportunity to talk about yourself.
You can stop
say
talking.
what happened.
Like bitches and all that shit that I ain't never disrespecting. I ain't gonna let you disrespect me.
What you want us to do?
You
sitting there looking down, bleeding. You sitting down there. We're giving you ample opportunity to say what you need to say, to speak the truth. And what do you do? What opportunity do you take?
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm treating you with respect. You ain't telling me nothing either. So it's not about getting respect or not getting respect, because you ain't saying shit.
You've been treated right your whole life. You've had people treat you right your whole life, and what do? You put bullets in them. Because you're a punk. Because you put bullets in people that treat you right. What did Sade ever do to you? What did that unborn child do to you? Nothing. You're a little bitch that puts bullets in people when they do you right.
Markeith, tell me something, man.
Ain't no more route.
All right, check these out. What do I tell Sade's mom? Hey, last thing I'm going to ask you, man. Hey, I'm going to ask you this. What do I tell Sade's mom? Do I tell her that you're sorry, that you said you don't care, that it's her fault that she's dead? What do you want me to tell her?
No route.
Huh? You were going to call her parents to call so they can turn you in and get money or whatever.
No, I was going to call her father.
Her father, all right. So you're going to call her father, but
call her stepdad.
Is that going to be your I'm sorry? Here's some money. That's all she was worth. $100,000?
The interrogator is now shifting from personal attacks on Markeith to focusing on the families of the deceased, trying to evoke a sympathetic reaction so that Markeith will talk about the crimes.
No, it wasn't about no money.
So what was it about? You were tired of running? All I need to know is, why do I tell these people? Another deputy going out there to help out after you kill Sergeant Clayton, die. What do I tell his parents? That it was in vain? That these people died for no reason? What do I tell them? Because to me, it's more important what the family has to hear coming from you. Because I don't think you're ever going to say sorry to them face to face. So why don't you just let me do that? Why don't you just tell Sade's mom, tell her stepfather, her father, whoever, this is what it is, and I'll go tell them. And you tell me, and we'll go tell Sergeant Clayton's family, this is what it is. I mean, if you're sorry about it.
That's a simple question, Marquis. Are you sorry about it? Are you sorry it went down like it did? Is that what you wanted all along? Is that what did you walk into the Walmart that day to say, I'm going to kill the first police officer that says shit to me? Is that what you walked in there thinking?
You obviously didn't want to die. That's why you're wearing body armor, right? So it was all about you. That's a little selfish to me. You should have stood there and said, hey, man, come get me. This is where I'm at. If that's what you wanted, if you wanted to fight. See, you're not the type of man to hide. I know that. But you know what? The last 30 days, you proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. Because your whole life, you do what you want to do. Yeah, you spent some time in prison. That was a small price to pay for all the shit you done in your life, and you know it.
And you stupid motherfucker, I ain't did shit in my life, so you can shut your damn mouth. I ain't never did shit. I ain't never had a felony tie with a predator. The fuck you talking about? Now you just rapping.
It's unclear which insult specifically triggered Markeith to become confrontational here, but the interrogator will latch onto this opportunity and start plugging into it to evoke more from Markeith, if possible.
I'm just rapping?
Yeah, but I ain't never get in trouble. You just rapping.
I'm just rapping?
Yeah, you just rapping.
So one day you decided to go and freaking shoot Sade. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, she came at you with a gun. But you don't want to tell me the whole story. Oh, wait a minute. Sergeant Clayton, the same thing. She came at you with a fucking gun, right? Oh, you're a fucking victim every time. But every time you decide to pull up a gun, no. I'm giving you respect, man. I'm giving you respect. It's not about rap. It's not about rap. See, you don't want to hear it. That's why you're telling me to be quiet. Because for the first time in your life, a man just like you stands right in front of your face and tells you the truth. Because in the street, you say what you want, and motherfuckers don't do shit because they scare you. I'm not scared of you. I'm telling you the truth, and you can't handle that. You cannot handle it. Because a grown-ass man like you, Miggy, is telling you the truth to your face, and you can't even talk. You want a little freaking Band-Aid on your face. That's some bitch-ass move, and you know it. Man, you worry about the little blood coming from your face. You forget that I was there and I looked at Sade. You forget that I was there, then I went over there when they split her wide open and I saw what you did to that baby in the belly. See, I was there. Brother. But to you, you're a victim.
You slide, brother.
You're a victim. You want some victim compensation? You want us to wear a pink ribbon for you?
He is still making efforts to garner some reaction out of Markeith, who has proven a tough nut to crack so far. Meanwhile, the other interrogator is going to jump back in, this time with a less intense demeanor. This isn't quite a good cop, bad cop scenario, but he's trying a very slightly softer approach, and yet this evokes a brief anger response.
Markeith, do you want us to say anything to the families of these people? We're going to go talk to Sergeant Clayton's people. We're going to talk to Sade's people. Okay? We're going to talk to the deputy who was killed chasing you's people. You want to say anything to them? At all to that woman who's probably one of the truly nicest, biggest heart police officers I've ever met in my life. A woman who truly gave a shit about this community, who truly got into this line of work to make the community a better place. And you shot her down like a f***ing dog because you're a little.
That's crazy.
Okay, you want
if
anything
y'all
to
can
say
see
to
homeboy,
family?
he is toe up. They whooped homeboy out. He got a eye.
Whatever, dude. You're a little bitch, and you know it. You want to say anything to that family?
Leaking on the table.
Do you want to say anything to that family?
And they bitching him out right now. Yo, you's a bitch ass nigga.
What respect do you deserve? You deserve the respect of any rabid dog on the street.
See how they talking about? You deserve the respect of any rabid dog on the street.
That's the smartest thing you said all night. Okay? Smartest thing you said all night.
Go on about your business. What you still here for?
Yeah. You got that right.
What you still here for?
You got it right.
Ain't no market, nothing. Y'all gotta give respect to give respect.
Did I give it to you? I gave it to you, right? I gave it to you. I talked to you like a man. I talked to you like a man. I talked to you. Let me ask you something. Did I disrespect you? Did I disrespect you?
Yeah, both of y'all.
How did I disrespect you?
Yeah, you can call me saying shit too.
Because I told you the truth to your face. I didn't call you no names.
You don't want to hear the truth.
I didn't call you no names. You know what I did? I told you the truth. I told you the truth. But man to man, if you're not going to freaking tell me the truth, if you're not going to talk to me like a man, then tell me that. Tell me, man, I can't do it. I cannot talk to you like a man. Just say it.
The officer is linking his unwillingness to talk man to man to him being a punk and a bitch to try.
If you're seeing this, Prospect is available in your state.
Blue Chew didn't just make a stronger treatment. They went back and asked a different question entirely. What if it isn't just blood flow? What if it's also what's happening up here? Most TD meds solve one problem. Blue Chew Gold solves two. The physical part.
To try to once again invoke behavior and get him to talk to prove the officer wrong and that he is a real man. This approach isn't working. Markeith seems to have no real concern for anything they're saying, and still seems focused on his medical needs and the fact that the cops allegedly roughed him up upon arrest.
Good nigga. They waxed that nigga ass.
Sade had a bunch of them in her body too. And so did that baby. And so did Sergeant Clayton.
Got your boy looking like elephants, man.
You're gonna heal. Okay? Your wounds are gonna heal. You're gonna be fine. Okay?
I read something you put on freaking Facebook. You talk about love and God first and family this and family that.
That's a load of shit there.
You know, I look at it, you know, man, this guy can be the nicest guy one day and the opposite the next. See, I think about, damn, you know, sometimes I get pissed off, man.
By sharing some information about himself, the detective is trying to relate to Markeith and build rapport so that Markeith will be more likely to cooperate with the questioning.
Sometimes I want to say some things to my woman. Sometimes I want to say some things to my kids. Sometimes I want to say things to the people I work with. You know what? And I hold back. You know why? Because most of the times I'm wrong. I'm jumping to conclusions. But you, not you, you don't say something. You pull a gun, you freaking shoot it. Girl in the past, pissed to you. You pissed at her, pull a gun and shoot at her.
And none of that happened, so you shut the fuck up. No.
Will you fucking... None of that happened? How about Sade? Did not happen? Did I make that shit up? Am I imagining things? Is it a fairy tale that she's dead? Because last time I freaking checked, when I stood right there and they were doing an autopsy, I know what I saw. I've been doing this for a long time. You're good at what you do, and I'm pretty sure that I'm good at what I do. And I know what I saw.
You say you're defending yourself. You say that these people are coming at you, they're attacking you. Even when you defended yourself, even when the attack stopped, Sergeant Clayton, she was down. She was down. You already shot her. She wasn't getting up off her back. But you had to do what you had to do and stand over her and finish her off. Okay? Don't try and say that was you were defending yourself. You willfully went in there and did what you did. You willfully went in there and killed her.
The interrogator confronts Markeith with his axe, suggesting he went from defensive actions to unjustified actions. The witness who sat beside Deborah in her last moments would later claim that it looked like Markeith was trying to unload his gun on her and get rid of her like it was something personal. She alleges that Markeith continued to shoot the officer while she was down, and that she could only watch as Deborah's body jumped off the ground from the bullets. So, in truth, all the acts were unjustified. But by drawing the line, the interrogator is trying to get Markeith to justify or explain his account of events.
You had all kinds of options. Starting with the second she walked out the door trying to do her job, you had all kinds of options that did not involve doing what you did.
And the best option was for her to fall back and watch the curtain, all that.
At some point, the police got to come at you. So she falls back and she watches you, and other police officers come. You're wearing body armor and you got a 40 cal on you.
And they already coming. And
then what are you gonna do? You gonna shoot more officers?
No, they could have wrote my.
How many officers would have been the appropriate number before you would have given up?
They could have wrote me off anyway.
And then what?
Yeah, they could have wrote me off anyway.
How many officers would it have taken to stop you? Since one is not enough.
They chased you.
You had that opportunity. You shot at the deputy, okay? You took that opportunity. Every encounter that, every time someone fronts you, you go to gun.
And then y'all already done made up stories and shit.
Well,
What story is made up?
That I just went there and shot it up.
You've had 30-something days to come and tell your side of the story, but you chose not to. So don't talk to me about stories.
No, you said the fuck my niece told y'all, and y'all told y'all not responsible for what the news people play. Man, y'all get the fuck out of here.
No, your niece told me 2 stories. That's why she ended up over there handcuffed and in jail. She told 2 different stories. So don't be confused. I clarified all your freaking doubts. I sat down and I talked to her. But you've had 30-something days to come and tell your story. You've had 30-something days to
talk to her and say what?
You could have prevented.
Sit down and talk to her and say what?
You could have prevented your niece from going to jail by coming in here the very next day and say, "Hey, this is what happened."
Here, the interrogators turn Marquis' frustration at his niece being jailed and harassed back on himself, telling him that his own actions led to her being detained and questioned. They're trying to change the theme of the interrogation.
You didn't do that.
Because she ain't did shit. How the fuck motherfucker doing
They too. Yes, she did.
And I'm in Walmart trying to motherfucker.
She did. She went and got money for you.
And she went and got that money from my motherfucking door. That's my motherfucking check that I worked for all week. And I told
brought it to you.
And I told him to give it to my motherfucking child. That wasn't my motherfucking daughter. What the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Well, that's what she said. She got the money for you.
She ain't told you shit. I know damn well she ain't told you because she ain't brought me shit. That was my motherfucking child and my motherfucking grandbaby. So y'all can kiss my ass with that bullshit. Ain't nobody gave me shit. I gave away every motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody gave me shit.
Ain't nobody gave you free food?
The interrogator uses the opportunity of Marquis' angry outburst to confront him with other sources of evidence, such as phone records.
Nobody gave me shit.
Ain't nobody gave you free food?
Nobody gave me shit. I bought my own, got my own shit.
Well, you don't think that we're capable of, looking at your phone records, talking to people? You don't think that we went and talked to these people and they said, yeah, we talked to them? He asked for money. He asked for food. This is what...
I ain't asked nobody for no motherfucker. That's a motherfucking lie.
So they lying on you.
The interrogator knows Marquis cares about the people close to him and tries to provoke him by suggesting that if Marquis disagrees with what they're saying, then he is essentially calling those people liars.
The motherfucker told people what was really going on. All the other shit.
So tell us about, all right. It's just tell it, I mean, the people you're calling. We see, obviously, we're following your phones. This is why you're here. You're calling these people. We're following those phones. What's the conversation about? You leave Walmart. You just killed Sergeant Clayton. You leave Walmart, the first person you call. You're obviously looking for help. That person give you help?
Help.
Why are you calling him?
I don't need no help. Tell people I
Then what are you calling him? What are you telling him? When you call him, tell us about the phone conversation you had with him.
I don't need no help.
You damn sure needed help, and you damn sure reached out, and you damn sure called some people.
How I need the help?
Because you just killed a police officer, and you're trying to get out of the area.
I ain't need no help.
You did that all by yourself?
I ain't need no help.
Did you do it by yourself?
You seen it, then ain't nobody with me. I know nobody around me.
All right. Now, how did you get from point A to point B? Somebody have to give you a card?
Establishing location and opportunity isn't the most important goal at this stage, but it will let the DA paint a better picture of the course of events for trial.
Did you steal a car to get from point A to point B?
You bailed from the VW. Where do you go from there? Up in the reserves. Where do you go from there?
Medical attention, brother.
Where do you go from in the reserves? Where do you go once you bail from the VW?
I get medical attention. I need medical attention.
Where do you go when you leave the VW, Marquis?
Can't open my eyes. I don't know what my.
Do you stay in the apartments?
I should be f***ing up right now. Y'all just got me sick.
Did you stay in the apartments, or did you go somewhere else?
Pull my damn pants.
Marquis is clearly getting impatient and frustrated here, but he is only ordered to sit again, adding to his feeling of powerlessness as he has no choice but to comply.
Sit down, Marquis. Sit down. Them pants ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Sit down. Where'd you go in the reserves?
Oh man, we ain't talking no more.
You jacked that? Why didn't you shoot that man? Was your gun out of ammunition? What happened?
You killed that.
When you take that VW in the Highland Oaks, why didn't you shoot him? Why didn't you shoot the guy in Highland Oaks? Marquis.
done talking?
The interrogator gives his partner a look and a shrug. Hard to read this, but it could suggest that they feel they are making no progress. We'll watch for a change in tactics.
You done talking? You want your Band-Aid now?
All right, Marquis.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, man. I thought you were a badass. I was gonna give you a little bit of respect, even though I don't usually give bad people respect. I was gonna give you a little respect because you beat me for 30-something days and I couldn't find you.
I'm not a bad guy.
Okay, I couldn't find you. But you know what I take from our talk today? I feel sorry for you, man.
The interrogator starts to berate and lecture Markeith. I don't think there's a tactic at work here. I think the earlier look they exchanged was an expression of frustration, which is now being verbalized in one last effort to get the suspect to talk.
I kind of feel sorry for you. Not in the sense that I'm going to cry, that I'm going to, go to church and pray for you, because I ain't going to pray for you, man. I'm not. I haven't been to church in a long time, but from time to time I pray for people. I'm not going to pray for you, man. You know what I'm going to do, man? I'm going to feel sorry for your motherfucking ass, because you killed Sade, that baby. You killed Sergeant Clayton, and you ain't man enough to take responsibility for it. So if the only thing that I can tell you today, right now, before I walk out, is that I thought I was going to give you a little bit of respect, man, you lost the very little I have for you, man. And I know you don't give a fuck, because you much rather people fear you than respect you. Guess what? You're a rap. You're a rap. You nothing. In the street, you're nothing anymore. You're nothing but a sorry-ass story.
$20.36.
This is gonna be interview with Markeith Lloyd in reference to Sade Dixon's and her unborn child's death. His interview was conducted at the Orlando Police Department headquarters. The time right now is gonna be...
Open your eyes, Markeith.
39.
Open your eyes. That was a true angel right there you put down.
Making the suspect open their eyes to look at a picture of one of the victims is another emotional reaction tactic interrogators will use.
There's a true angel you put down because you're a pointless little fucking dog, okay? And my only regret is that you're breathing right now. You get what you got coming.
Legendary. I thought you were really gonna put up a fight.
I don't fear nothing.
You don't fear nothing.
You know what? Beat this case. Meet me in the street. Beat the case. That's what you gotta do. Beat the case. Beat the case. Because there will be another day. And you know what next time is gonna happen? He's not gonna be Sergeant Clayton. He's gonna be somebody like me.
The officers end the interview in frustration when all the different tactics they tried get them nowhere with Markeith. This is not a case that a confession is necessary evidence. They have eyewitness accounts of both shootings.
You just rapping.
Yeah, I'm just rapping. You a f***ing rap.
You had the opportunity. You had opportunities to do all that you talked about. You had all kinds of opportunities to talk about. And what'd you do? You crawled out on your hands and knees. You know what you are.
You'll get your bologna sandwich later. And now.
In using the Reed method, the interrogators tried two major themes. First was appealing to his manhood and his desire to be legendary. This had relatively little impact, though surrounding appeals to his credibility did evoke some reactions. The other theme attempted was to play on his concept of remorse. However, there was even less success here.
What it's called, okay?
Yeah, it kind of does.
There's a risk in your agency that you're not seeing. Your revenue depends on people. If a creator gets demotivated, your revenue drops. If they decide to leave, you end up losing months of work. And if they start performing less, your profit decreases. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's not scale, it's dependency. Now compare it to this. AI models within FemView keep running regardless of mood, schedule, or decision. They simply produce, sell, and scale without instability. Agencies are already using this to increase margins and reduce risks at the same time. If you want to stop depending on people and scale your operation, click the link and learn more.
Parents, if your child plays Roblox, listen up. You could qualify for up to $300,000 or more in compensation. If your child was sent sexual images or material, estimated compensation is between $25,000 and $50,000. If your child was coerced to share explicit content and is now in treatment, estimated compensation is between $50,000 and $300,000. For cases involving physical abuse or attempted assault by someone they met on the game, estimated compensation is between $300,000 and $1 million or more. You can file a claim anonymously in most states, and it only takes a couple minutes.
More officials come in to take photos of Markeith, cutting his shirt off and documenting his injuries. After a little while, medical assistance arrives for Markeith as well. Markeith was treated at a medical center for about 20 hours before being taken to Orange County Jail. And then, on January 19th, bright and early, he had his first court appearance. On charges related to Sade's death, that is. As far as legal trouble goes, this was far from Markeith's first rodeo. Markeith did have a history of criminal activity, going back 2 decades. In 1995, when Markeith was about 20, he had been arrested on a murder charge, which was later dropped because a witness lied about key information. Then in 1998, he was accused of battery on a law enforcement officer and spent 4 years in jail. Markeith attacked at least 1 guard while doing time for dealing drugs, and in 2010, he was caught with homemade weapons while in federal prison, which he said were 2 shanks for protection hidden in his hair. While behind bars, he pleaded guilty to cocaine possession from a prior case. Markeith got out of jail in 2014, and in 2015 he got married, but within 6 months of the wedding, he faced domestic violence charges against his wife, although they were dismissed. All in all, records show that Markeith has been arrested 20 times since 1994. But despite all the experience Markeith had being in the courtroom, he was quick to make a bad impression on officials during the first appearance for Sade's case. Markeith started out by declaring that he will be defending himself in court. Choosing to represent himself was a bold choice. Markeith may have had some grandiose traits, believing that he was so superior that he could do better than a lawyer. He may have enjoyed the feeling of power as well as the attention. On the other hand, it's also possible that Markeith had such a mistrust in authority that he felt he couldn't rely on a lawyer to be on his side. It's clear that nobody really thinks this is a good idea. But as the conversation goes on, Markeith gets fed up and starts interrupting, cursing at the judge repeatedly, as you can see in this clip.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to go ahead and do.
Well, first of all, I got questions to ask.
You're here for first appearances on a warrant, sir.
Y'all making up like I just went in there and shot this girl, endangering my family.
Okay, a judge is
what if other people want to do something back? Y'all portray this to the news people like I just went in there and shot this girl when there was other guns found on the scene. And all kinds of guns were pulled on me first, but y'all acting like I just went in there and shot her. Her little brother got dropped off while me and her was standing there talking. So there's all kind of other shit that happened before y'all just put on the news, I just went there and shot this girl, got my family at danger, so no, I wouldn't have come in right
Thanks
then.
for requesting, Mr.
Markeith goes on an angry rant about the fact that others were arrested in connection to his search, which he feels was unfair because he says he was doing everything himself.
I'm not finished talking because y'all been making up the whole time, and then y'all make up stuff on my family, lock them up.
It appears that it's important to Markeith to make it clear that no one helped him while he was on the run. This may have been an egotistical motivation as he wanted to take all the credit that he did everything by himself. Alternatively, he may have wanted to protect his family or friends from getting in further trouble. While psychopaths are unable to form emotional connections to others, sociopaths may form some meaningful relationships.
All right, here's what I'm going to go ahead.
I didn't receive nothing from nobody. I was out there by myself. How in the hell anybody helped me doing anything? I went and Walmart myself to buy food. Wasn't nobody doing nothing for me.
Now, the 3 people in question here are actually Markeith's former manager at a place called Texas Fried Chicken, who was alleged to have given Markeith food, Markeith's niece, who was believed to have picked up money for him, and one of Markeith's ex-girlfriends named Jamise, who was thought to have collected rent money from a woman at Markeith's apartment and planned to pass it on to him. Some have called these arrests into question, wondering if they were truly justified, or if these people were unfairly detained in a ploy to lure Markeith out of hiding, which has just been another popular talking point in this convoluted case. In his final note of the court appearance, Markeith brings up his injuries and says there was no reason for the violence he endured.
And then when they had me in the hospital, the Channel 9 News sent out that way for me to come out and see what they did for me. Or they done took my eye. They done broke my nose, broke my jaw. They did till I resisted, but I crawled out to the mother road. So how did I resist? I ain't resist. They just did that. They tried to hide it from the news people, but I'm here right now.
Corrections, I think we've established everything we need to do in a first appearance hearing. He can be taken after he signs. Have him sign the no contact.
I'm trying to tell you.
Following Markeith's claims that he was beaten by the officers apprehending him, the Orlando Police Department released the helicopter video you saw earlier, which appeared to show one man kicking Markeith during the arrest. Police Chief John Mina held a news conference to address the content of the video. He says that officers were concerned that Markeith could have been hiding something within his body armor because of the way he was struggling as he crawled on the ground. Furthermore, Mina asserted that Markeith didn't comply when he was told to put his hands behind his back, which was one of the reasons force was used. It is reported that the officers kicked and punched Lloyd in the face and struck him numerous times with the muzzles of their rifles, causing cuts to his face and back and a fractured eye socket, which required surgery. Markeith ended up losing that eye as a result of the injuries. The state attorney's office determined that these actions met the definition of deadly force, or force which was likely to cause death or great bodily harm. All the same, according to the Orlando Sentinel, the state attorney's office cited Florida's Stand Your Ground law and ultimately found that the use of force was lawful and justified. Markeith soon made his second appearance, where he was once again combative with the judge, and for some bizarre reason, he at first ignored her, denied he was Markeith Lloyd, and then started asking who she was.
Sir, you're here for the charge of murder of a...
There ain't no Markeith Lloyd. Who are you?
All right, you're here for murder of a law enforcement officer, attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, carjacking with a firearm, aggravated assault
May I have your name, please?
with intent to commit a felony, and finally, possession of a bulletproof vest and commission of a felony.
Markeith likely felt very powerless in court, so trying to turn the tables on the judge was his way of exerting control. There is little that Markeith can control in his life at this point except for his own words. Interrupting the judge or refusing to answer her questions was his attempt to take charge of the situation.
Mr. Lloyd, do you want the services of the public defender? I'll ask you again. Mr. Lloyd, would you like a public defender appointed to represent you?
We have a claim against him. May I ask who your name is, ma'am?
All right, I'm finding he didn't fill out any paperwork corrections. It's my understanding he didn't want to, so I'll go ahead and find that he's waived his appearance for today.
Please, ma'am.
His first appearance is over. Good luck to you, Mr. Lloyd.
That conversation was certainly less than friendly, and unsurprisingly, a third court appearance didn't go much smoother. Markeith wore a bandage around his head and left eye, and he cursed at the judge again, saying, "I'm here for what? Resisting arrest? And this is what happened to me. Q." Nonetheless, a judge eventually ruled that Markeith was competent to represent himself. Fast forward to February, and Markeith is formally indicted on charges related to Sade and Deborah's deaths. Despite Markeith's insistence that he wanted to represent himself thus far, he suddenly declared that he wanted Florida's highest-paid capital litigation lawyer, Terrence Linneman, to represent him in his murder cases, a wish which was eventually granted. And this brings us to the second half of today's story, the murder trial. In researching this case, I always knew I wanted to analyze the interrogation footage you saw earlier. But the deeper I dug into this trial, the crazier things got, and I realized that the information revealed in court might just be the most intriguing part of the entire case. First of all, reports say that in the months leading up to the trial, Markeith went on a rampage in the Orange County Jail, violently ripping phones off the wall, breaking glass, and destroying a TV and iPad. Authorities say they couldn't get close enough to even use pepper spray. He apparently shouted about how he was the son of God while causing thousands of dollars in damage to the facility. What's more, in videos of jail visits between Markeith and his family, Markeith appears to make light of his dire situation.
Turning through the phone call, and should you see me cry, y'all get off. Everybody's like, everybody, you want to down autographs? I'm being bad. Yeah? I don't be bad. Write me a book.
Write you one.
Get some money. Everybody else trying to get paid off my name.
Everybody know you. Worldwide. Everybody know you.
I'm worldwide now. I've been nationwide. After you would hear it.
So you already know food.
I was in the woods. I was everywhere. I was sleeping out on the bus stops.
What?
Yep. I was doing everything right to stay out there. I was working my ass off and doing right.
He said he was doing everything right, going right, and everything went wrong.
Crazy. Get involved with the wrong people.
He may have been trying to put on a front for friends and family who came to visit him in jail in order to protect his image. He also seems to make fun of Shade.
She was texting me stuff like, you lied to me, too much you want a family with me. I'm get your baby, you gotta worry about the baby no more, this and that. I'm like, man, you tripping. So she won't be tripping, not me. Cause I'll leave them as going on by my business.
Finally, in late 2019, the trial concerning the Shade Dixon case began. During his testimony, Markeith revealed details about his short-lived but turbulent relationship with the young woman, and his words are extremely telling. After getting out of prison, Markeith was working 4 jobs, and he went from being homeless to being able to rent a place of his own. Soon, he was excited to include Shade in his new life, but he says when they started talking, he asked her, "What else you got to offer? What's your credit score?" You see, Markeith had some very strict guidelines of what he wanted his partner to be like. The first time he picked Shade up to hang out in person after chatting online, he had some distinct opinions on her clothing choice.
When I first picked up, she came out and she had on some shorts, booty shorts. So I was gonna say something, but I didn't say anything. A queen don't dress like that. You're exposing yourself to the world.
We can see already that Markeith has a tendency to think he knows what's best for his romantic partners. Nonetheless, the relationship was budding, and Markeith says when they were about to have intercourse, she told him not to use protection. From that point, their relationship progressed quickly, and they started to move in together. Markeith goes on to say that Shade wanted to study to become a real estate agent, and then later on an OBGYN. He started taking her to school during the days and working his delivery job at nights. But he claimed Shade started to think he was messing around with other women while she was in class. Therefore, Markeith started sleeping in the car in the parking lot when Shade was in class. Just from these anecdotes alone, it is clear to see that their relationship was toxic and built on a very shaky foundation from the very start. Markeith says they soon found out that Shade was pregnant, and they even went live on Facebook to show friends their sonogram appointment. But then Markeith calls attention to something really interesting.
A lot of people didn't pick up on it, but she lied. She got the phone now. She's live. We get in the car, and she was like, I need to check. I need to check when I conceive."
What did that mean to you?
I feel like she was pregnant before I got with her.
Okay. And how'd you feel about that?
I didn't care. I wanted the baby.
Markeith explains that since he's a convicted felon, he can't adopt a child, and he really wanted a baby to raise, even if it potentially wasn't his. His fixation on controlling her behavior only grew stronger. Now, one of his requests was understandable. He didn't want her to smoke weed while pregnant. Markeith spoke about why he started feeling especially adverse to drug use.
I was in the car, I smoked with him, and it had my whole body hurting. So I'm like, oh my God, my whole body was hurting. I'm like, Shade, you got this. I thought it was a sign from God, because if we is doing this to a grown person, what you think is doing to a fetus that's trying to develop a brain?
Markeith began to suspect more and more that Shade was smoking marijuana during her pregnancy, which became one of his biggest concerns. But Markeith's worries about Shade's lifestyle didn't stop at drugs. He also started instructing Shade not to eat meat. He supposedly hadn't consumed any himself in 10 years, saying that he doesn't believe in killing God's creations.
I don't eat meat. I don't believe in death, so I don't believe in killing God's creation. So I feel like God made animals just like he make us. We all the same flesh and blood, so I don't eat flesh and blood.
Markeith even says he received signs from God that he shouldn't eat meat. And this next clip shows the unorthodox way this happened.
I was in prison in Colorado. I was inside a mountain. And so I came out one day. I look, I just see so much life. I see so much green, the trees, the earth. And then it hit me. I'm like, damn. So I felt like God was sending me the sign, like, this what it is.
It's unclear if Markeith is describing a hallucination in which he was inside a mountain, or whether he is attempting to describe a real situation he experienced. Hallucinations can be caused by a mental health disorder, but they can also occur as a result of drug use.
So it hit me. When nature is alive, it's green. The grass in the trees. When nature is dead, it's brown. And they say you are what you eat, so you really are what you eat. So if you take in death, death go follow. When you start eating how God created you to eat, your feces is going to come out green.
Markeith says he feels like he gets signs from God all the time. Markeith's unique moral system also presented itself in more questionable ways. Once, when Shade misled Markeith, he grabbed her by the neck and pushed her down in anger. Later on, though, he felt like what he did was wrong. He cut
Airwick scented oils keep your space fragrant for up to 70 days. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Playoffs are on. You know I'm locked in on Prize Picks. If you're seeing this, Prize Picks is available in your state. Prize Picks is simple. Pick more or less on a few players and lock it in. I was ready for that pass. It gets me more invested in the game. It's the playoffs. You can win serious cash with the right picks, honestly. You guys playing checkers? I'm playing chess. Download Prize Picks, baby.
This summer, the cup is bigger than ever, and DraftKings has you covered wherever you live. Every match, every goal, every iconic celebration that gets blown out of proportion by the international media. Pinkies up.
New DraftKings customers, spend $5 and get $200 in total bonuses and get in the game nationwide with DraftKings. Now live in all 50 states. The crown is yours.
He cut his long dreadlocks as a show of self-punishment. Things continued to go downhill, and eventually the relationship soured to the point where Markeith decided he wasn't too sure if things were going to work out with Shade. However, he didn't want to leave right away because he claims her family wanted her to get an abortion, and as he didn't agree with that, he had a plan. He would wait until she was 6 months pregnant to leave her so that she wouldn't be able to terminate the pregnancy. Interestingly, Shade's mother denied the claim that she had suggested an abortion to her daughter, and Markeith even admitted on cross-examination that he had only heard this secondhand from Shade. Markeith really kept harping on how much he had wanted this child. In fact, Markeith didn't just have a rough idea of what he was going to do to keep the baby. He had a whole plan laid out. Markeith explained that he cheated on Shade with one of his
Coming off of that, had enough of that. Marquise is guilty. He got sentenced to a lot of motherfucking time. We're going to get into the Bo Winkle report. Cause I need that. I got you. We on it, baby. This is Bo Winkle.
Picture this. 40 million people living and working in the United States.
Let's go. It's your boy Brand.
Every single month. Not hundreds of millions. We're talking billions. In 2024 alone, that number was $64.7 billion. A single corridor, the U.S. to Mexico corridor, the largest pipeline on the planet, and right now, most through a system built in 1970s. Thank you, Swift. Wire transfers. Days of waiting. A system that skins off a percentage every single time. Well, times have changed, folks. Today, that system just got a serious competitor because Ripple and Bitso, they just announced something. If you're paying attention, it should make you sit up straight. The XRP ledger is being wired directly into a $65 billion corridor. Not someday, we're talking right now. And let's start with this. Before we get into it, I want to show you that this is a tweet done about a year ago from Brad Kimes. Okay, I want you to look at these lists. 20 nations, 20 currencies, all potentially landing on the XRP ledger as regulated stablecoins. RLARS, RLBRL, RLGBP, all the way down to RLUSD. This is a theory that I have spoken about for quite some time. There will not be digital Vostro accounts, folks. That's not how this is going to work. You don't upgrade a system just to make it digital without improving anything. They are going to have, and this is the perfect example of it because we just seen the Mexican peso come onto the XRP ledger. So now we got two currencies backed by their own country's fiat. That's how your money is going to be moved around the world. RLUSD up, XRP converts back down into another stable coin. You know, still China, doesn't matter. But that is going to be the new system. Because it never made.
But this what a trainer do? You think I'm letting a man touch my girl like that, gang? Y'all crazy. He weird. Oh hell, what the hand on the booty? Not the hand on the booty, folks. No, not that, folks. Not the hand on the booty, folks. What that moolah? Gang, it's your boy Mac Moolah, aka Mr. Moolah Mac. I'm back with another video. Y'all know how we rock, man. Clout stocky, man. Keep the cushion in my pocket, man. Listen, check it out. We finna get into this Jack TV loyalty stats. So for the grave, it's always a good day when Jack TV got a new video for us to watch. So for the grave, let's get into it. Y'all know we gonna keep it $150 at all time. Let's get it. And if you want to learn how to be a YouTuber just like me and make 6 figures a month, I'm talking about $100,000 plus every month. Click that link in my description. I'm going to show you how to be a YouTuber, how to get rich off this for $45. Don't twig skate.
Previously on the tennis star. Uncomfortable. Feel she. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode on Jack TV. Tayshawn wants to put his girlfriend to a loyalty test because he feels she is taking a liking to his homie who trains her in the gym, and their relationship is starting to make him feel uncomfortable.
What? Already, Red? What are you doing, man? Your best friend is training your girlfriend? So when she doing all this with the booty out, y'all crazy as hell, boy. I wouldn't let my girl get trained by no man. If that person was born with a penis, Oh, he ain't training my girl. Think he finna be all spandex, booty. Squatting down with the tits all out. Where my light at? Hold on. Okay, he said, yeah, go through your regular routine on phone.
Hey, Sean had already briefed me on this information, which is why we chose the day that Ariel requested for the session to be at her apartment gym to conduct this test. Since we have all the information ahead of time, it was pretty simple for myself and the team to get inside the apartment gym and set up the cameras. After miking up Lee, it was time to get Tayshawn's last thoughts on the do's and don'ts.
I wouldn't care. Honestly, I would not care. I don't feel like nobody should care. If your girlfriend touching on this nigga or whatever the case is, she was gonna do that anyway. You just mad because you watching it. I wouldn't care. You tripping. Great.
Like, just imagine you thought your girlfriend was cheating on you, right? Yeah. And I'm your partner. Yeah. And I ask you, and you be like, hey, fool, can you be the decoy and see, like, you get what I'm saying?
Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues, but they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Stop lying, bro. Not for real. Would you do that shit? Man, what? That's crazy, bro. That's what they know.
We'll take Sean's girlfriend Ariel. My homie got a girl. I can't look at her. I can't even look like you get what I'm saying? Like, on top of that, I got a girl too. It's just like, nah, fo, I can never look at you like that. You was officially a sister. For the grade, for the rest of our life, we is brother and sister. It's nasty for me to do that. That's how I think.
Or would she fail and try to get with his homie Lee? Let's find out now on Jack TV.
I'm real uncomfortable with that. You hear me? But I'm comfortable.
Upside is a free app that you can download to help you get cash back on it to do to Link to the station. Overall, download Upside for 10 sauce.
Crazy as hell. You think my girl finna be dressed like this in a room by herself with another man? With the belly button all out with the picture. Y'all crazy as hell, folks. She's stretching, booty in the air. It ain't happening. Other years is crazy. Two years. 2 years, a decent amount of time, though. You hear me? better not. Shouldn't even be doing that. Shit. I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, folks. My girl talking to my best friend about me and that's crazy, folks. That's nuts. Imagine your girl talking to your homie, your dog, your day one ski, your 11-year nigga, folks, since the sandbox. Imagine your girl coming to your friend, your homie, about y'all problems. What the fuck? Yeah, crazy as hell. Fuck on, man. And it sound like it worked because your ass still come home. So what do you... Yes, you do. If a girl says she don't want buddy, she's capping. Sorry. Okay, if she take the same exact nigga that's gonna treat her the exact same, talk to her the exact same, that's gonna look the exact same. One of them had a Lamborghini and one of them had a 1948 Honda. She's picking a Lamborghini, bro. So anytime a girl tell you money don't matter, it's cap. Cap. Why are you No, I don't. Why did you call your friend? I don't understand that. Of course it ain't.
It seemed that Ariel wasn't really in the mood to work out. She just kept talking.
Why do you feel like that? Section. Can I get a hug? He talking about, come on. That mean they always hugging. Hell no. Can I get a hug? No, this is weird, gang. I don't even understand how people could do this. How can you do this? Come on, gang. Well, you feel me? Nigga gonna be fool. You can do some lame, some goofy, whatever, but like this is just all out straight crazy, folks. I would have came in there with the everybody get on the floor. Crashing out. You got the wrong right one.
You can honestly tell that she feels comfortable enough to vent to Leah about Tayshaun and her relationship. But do you guys consider this a red flag? Your significant other confiding in his or her best friend about problems within y'all relationship. Comment down below on what you guys think.
Not his or her. She ain't calling her friend. If she call her friend and whatever, that's what thing. You talking to his homie? No, bro. That's like all the way out of here to Jupiter crazy, like. sweet. Let's start over. This what a trainer do. You think I'm letting a man touch my girl like that, gang? Y'all crazy as hell, folks. I don't know. Call me jealous, whatever you gonna call me, folks. It ain't happening. Come on, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. Dot. She's a tari. He talking about you feeling me or what? Like, what's up? I don't know. You feeling me?
The lunch menu doesn't have bagels. Set your alarm.
ChatGPT versus Sintra AI. What's the real difference? Okay, so one needs constant instructions and forgets everything, every conversation. 12 AI employees that run tasks even while you sleep. ChatGPT can only give you content, ideas, and drafts. Sintra actually completes those tasks, creates content, answers comments, organizes your inboxes, and posts on social media. So ChatGPT is fine for hobbies. But if you're serious about growing your business, Sintra is a no-brainer.
I overthink during sex and can't stay hard. Honestly, this is why I recommend Blue Chew Gold.
Blue Chew Gold supports circulation and arousal pathways, which normal ED meds don't do.
Why take a pill for just blood flow? There's a 4-in-1 that can handle everything.
What I really needed was something to help ease my stress level and boost the arousal in my brain.
Getting sildenafil and tadalafil mixed with apomorphine. And
found that targets the body and the brain.
It works in as little as 15 minutes and lasts for 36 hours.
Getting it is simple and completely at your door, so there's no in-person doctor visits.
Blue Chew Gold.
Blue Chew Gold.
Blue Chew Gold.
Don't overthink it. It's a no-brainer.
So your homie be side-eyeing your girl and your girl be side-eyeing your homie. Again, why your best friend be your girlfriend's personal trainer? Why would you do that? It's no way in hell I'm letting no... Hey, of course. It's the gym, all right. It's gonna be some working out. She talk about Al-Qaeda. She talk about whatever. She got up. He weird. Oh, hell, what the hand on the booty? Like the hand on the booty, folks. No, not that, folks. Not the hand on the booty, folks. See, it was all cool at first, but gang, you gonna put the hand right on the booty, folks? Nah, gang. Nah, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, gang. You liking this just as much as she is, gang. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'ma think. Every second, gang. I ain't gonna lie, shorty. Hell no, gang. On phone them, as soon as she would have started talking to me, y'all, I'm like, bitch, you was a whore. You got my homie fucked up. Phone them grade. I would have, hey, shorty, come outside, shorty. Come down here, shorty, cause she tweaking. Y'all acting a whole fool. I ain't gonna lie. That my baby saw. And she just letting him, and he doing it though.
I'm not gonna lie, that was hard to watch. Putting myself in Tayshawn's shoes. I'm not gonna lie, that was hard to watch. Putting myself.
Oh my God! I said this bitch disgusting. Look at his face. You know how disgusting. Never thought you gotta be to make a grown man make face. Come on, gang.
Tayshawn's shoes, and I was his.
Come on,
friend.
gang.
I just don't think I would have took it that far.
Hell
but once
no,
again, comment down below what you guys think.
Oh no, not pick it back up, folks. She talking about controlling? No, this is bad, gang.
Tayshawn had seen enough, and this was a good time to stop it, in my opinion, before more happened. But now it was time to go in and let Ariel know she was on the loyalty test the whole entire time.
Ariel is
Stay tuned for more.
Ariel is a dirty dog.
Hey guys, before we get back into the loyalty dollar, click to get an.
This what you. And that's your girlfriend? Come on, man. You dating Ratatouille, bro. Nah, folks. And I ain't even gonna sit here and talk about the Gap, because I'm a Gap community member. These veneers, these ain't my teeth. I ain't gonna sit and act like they is. I've had a Gap before, but I didn't have a damn alleyway. I'm just saying, folks, her shit kind of like, you know, like, I don't know, boy, you bogus. That's all I'm gonna say. It looked like she stank. Look at her. It look like she making this face all the time. Ugh. Oh. The paperwork. And it looked like her hands big and she talking like nigga. I don't know, Fody. You could have did better than this, gang. I ain't finna say. I'm just saying this bitch look like Arthur. Come on, man. Come on, man. And do you know how much of a, let me tell y'all something, don't fall for that either, gang. Because if you a man and you cheating, that bitch should have left. You stayed with him, and then you gonna cheat and go do some other Dino? Not only some other Dino, you gonna go get his best friend dick and put it in and try to put it inside you? Ma'am, you low down, bogus, nasty, dirty. You still a hoe. You can't do what niggas do, ma'am. That's just what I'm sorry. Niggas can't do what girls do. Girls can't do what niggas do. I can't put no heels on, go outside and call myself a real nigga. I can't do that. And you can't just be out here fucking and not be considered a thot. You can't do what niggas do? I'm sorry. What the fuck? Talking about I wouldn't want what? Oh, for the dumbass, what you thought? What you thought? You thought he set the whole thing up? Like, slow as hell. Now you look like a whore, a pure slut bag. You is a bop, 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 bop to the top. Talking about y'all boy body or something, huh? You was just finna get him the booty. Ma'am, you don't try. No, it's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work with a real nigga. It ain't gonna work with a real nigga. She trying to act like she paying for that shit. What? Man, you are a thought. Talking about she actually, It don't matter. It do matter, but don't get me wrong. If that's the case, ma'am, babe, I ain't gonna lie. Your friend is not your friend because he was trying to talk to me. Come on, man. Damn!
Now, at this point, it's hard to tell if all of what Ariel is saying is true or not, and is she saying these things out of spite? However, in her going on with her rant, feeling that everything was mutual between Lee and her, he not once said anything to defend himself, nor did he deny that the things were mutual between the two of them. Instead, he just kind of stayed quiet. True. He could possibly be a non-confrontational individual, but I think those allegations definitely deserve a conversation between him and Tayshaun of some sort.
Some sort.
Based on what Ariel is saying, do you guys feel like Lee is feeling her outside of this test? Let me know down in the comments below.
Jack trying to start some shit. Nah, I'm just playing Jack trying to see like what's going on. This is my hobby. I'll be on some, you know what I mean?
After everything, Tayshaun got his answers, which was the goal, and didn't really even seem to be worried about Lee's intentions. He just kind of brushed it off.
He probably don't care. I care though. I ain't gonna lie. It's not the fact if you know, like, if it's two homies and you know it's just some hoe you hit in the club or whatever, and you ain't really talking to her or whatever, and it just so happened to happen or whatever, and I don't know, but at the end of the day, gang, for the most part, 99.9 times out of 10, if my homie talked to her, messed with her, had sex with her, you hear me, kissed her, whatever, I'm not going nowhere near that, even if that was just his little bop. That could have been just his little slut bag. I'm not touching that. I ain't calling it, texting it, none of that. That's weird. Then I'm going to feel like, no, I'm cool. I'll tweak it.
I think you should already know PrizePicks is now available in most states.
Download the PrizePicks app and start playing today.
My husband just wasn't lasting long enough for me to finish. It was him, but it got to a point where we were both avoiding intimacy. And then he got prescribed the SexRx plus Climax Control pill through Hims. This pill combines tadalafil, an ingredient to help men get hard and stay hard, with PE treatment to help him last. No pharmacy runs, just a simple intake form, and then a licensed provider recommended the right treatments for him, and we're actually excited to be intimate again. So if you're struggling with early climax, check out treatments through Hims today. It's seriously saved our sex life.
Now, Trap Boy Ross is about to expose the female demon backdoor queen that got Little Scoon killed. Oh, it's about to go down, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Do your homework on Grobber Leaf, man. Get your Grobber Leaf, flame it up, have a good old time, you know? I like to smoke with my squad, but sometimes YouTube be tweaking, so I have to take a break a little bit. But don't get it misconstrued, shorty. I'm still high than a giraffe ass. Oh, for them. So, yeah, get your Grobber Leaf if you're smoking something else.
Blow up after his death in Chicago in recent years. That's Lil Scoom, all right? He was set up, allegedly, by a female, backdoored, and apparently the woman who basically is responsible for this situation is apparently riding off into the sunset, living her best life, and facing the repercussions for this situation. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about...
I wonder if he's talking about that girl, Nene, or the other girl, Journey.
The story of Lil Scoom today, and, you know, the rumors and stories. Friend of the rappers Lil Jeff and Bloodhound Q50, obviously Lil Jeff also ended up passing away. Not being backdoored, but in his situation, allegedly trying to chase an op into their home, something that he rapped about doing. He would chase you into your home and kill you. And unfortunately, you know, that day he tried to chase somebody into their home. The person in the home was unfortunately for him playing good defense that day. Now, unlike Jeff, okay, Scoom apparently came to meet his end under highly suspicious circumstances. Now, the YouTube channel Muses covered this incident and broke kind of...
Let's watch the video of Lil Scoom, because I'm confused. In the video, it's not Nene Brooks, it's Journey. And we clearly hear her in the video ask him, why you didn't go to the back? He said, why would I go to the back? Then she said, we all gonna die. He said, what?
Now, I don't give a damn what nobody say about this, and we reacted to this full video on my channel. I don't care what nobody else says about this shit, bro. If you come to a girl house and she on camera talking about something, we all finna die just randomly. She said that shit so random, like just out of nowhere. She's sitting there on the phone, knocking on her mama door, trying to open the door up, and she said we all finna die randomly. And then the nigga dies later that night, leaving your house. Bitch, FBI, open up. Okay, like let's. Come on, bro. That's not no coincidence. For everybody that's never seen it, look.
After the video came,
you said, is the back door open?
The back door was open, brother.
Stop it. Get some help.
Unfortunately, the back door was open, brother. I'm sorry you had to go out like that. And especially because, see, this is what I be saying about y'all need to stop kicking it with these niggas and stop thinking that these niggas is y'all friends. Because these niggas be getting niggas killed, bro. I ain't heard about Lil Scoom killing no damn body. I ain't never heard him talk about no bodies or none of that. It seemed like to me he just got killed for being cool with Q50 and Lil Jeff now. Honestly, he just got killed because he thought that, you know what I'm saying, it'll hurt them, type shit. And I don't really hear Q50 talk about Lil Scoom like that. Maybe he do, but I don't hear it. Lil Jeff not here to talk. I don't hear real I don't see Lil Scoom chains or Lil Scoom tattoos, or I don't see none of that shit.
Fortunately, the back door was open, and this was allegedly a backdooring. Now, shortly after, did lose his life, and this would be covered in, various news. Man killed and 16-year-old boy hurt in Chatham shooting.
Oh, 16-year-old boy
him stoop. We're seeing the neighborhood and two teens, 18-year-old Assyrian Hogan and an unidentified 16-year-old were arguing with someone in the 700 block of East 89th Place when a person opened fire, striking them both, according to Chicago police. Basically breaks it down as Assyrian Hogan, age 18, was shot twice in the chest, taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center where he died. According to police in the Cook County Medical Examiner's office, the teen boy was shot on the left and right thigh, taken to the same hospital in fair condition. Nobody was in custody. Now, what's interesting about this situation is that the police dispatch audio basically recorded the moment out with the police and managed to get away on foot. How crazy is this?
Just 4264 squad, just confirming, do we have a location where that person was shot?
Is that you tell you have
just west of 6 o'clock.
St. Lawrence, shots fired at the police, 89 St. Lawrence.
89 in St. Lawrence.
89 place, 700 East 89 place, 10-1, they're shooting at the police. 10-1, they're shooting at the police, 700 East 89 place.
They start shooting at the police. The police must have pulled up too fast, type shit. So they trying to get away. They end up busting at the police.
They're shooting at the police. 4 cars over there, 700 East 89 place. They're shooting at the police.
So, sorry if that was hard to hear because it is very quiet on the recording. But basically, they're saying shots fired. They're shooting at the police. We need additional units over there. It's serious, right? They're saying dudes killed Scoom, blew at the cops, and still got away. And to this day, nobody been arrested. But they need to get caught. They're saying 50 shots got caught at the scene. That was a reference to, I believe, the incident where King Von's close friend White was shot and killed, and the guy shot it out with the police. He ended up getting 100 years, close to 100 years. But it took like nearly 10 years for that case to even end up going to, getting processed.
Right.
It says they killed Scoom, shot his friend, and shot the cops. They're definitely getting fried by the feds when they got caught.
A lot of times, though, these niggas that do that, though, they don't last. They don't stay alive long enough to get caught. They don't, a lot of times, especially in Iraq, they don't stay alive long enough to get caught. Now, the feds might come swoop in on this case just because it was a big case, you know what I'm saying? And the feds for sure shit, but it's so hard. It's Chicago, boy. It's so hard to convict a killer because Chicago don't have the resources that a lot of other police departments got. And it's so easy nowadays for these little niggas to get ghost guns and switches, and you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you only gotta be that good in Chicago, bro. Like, if you wake up and decide to go commit a murder, which I hope nobody ever does, but if you wake up and decide to go do that shit in Chicago, bro, like, statistically you more likely to get away with it than you is to get caught. It ain't like that in a lot of other cities, but in Chicago, you more likely to get away with it.
Very, very sad. All right, they're saying 50 got a 25 piece for shooting at 2 officers, then 65 for killing Whitey. Apparently got 50 years each for shooting at the cops. But anyway, it's clearly bad. Okay, it says then Risky Road dudes risky for real. When you enter it with a set called Risky Road, you might as well get your affairs in order. They're saying this was one of the craziest drills in years. If you know the facts about what happened and what happened after, it's crazy. Okay, man, if only Scoom would have left when she said back door was locked, but she's told him to go to the back door. It's actually very messed up. They're saying he died 2 hours after he left the crib.
That shit crazy.
Room cam was at 8 and 9. He died around 11. He wasn't even near her crib, but he thought he wasn't going at night. Okay, very, very messed up. All right, very, very messed up. Now, one of the women that was seen on the camera in that incident, we saw the Ring doorbell footage, was identified apparently as Lil Scoom's girlfriend at the time, Journey.
Mm-hmm.
And she would immediately fall under public suspicion, and she took to social media after this to basically give her response and try and clear things up. So basically, this is what was said. I'll zoom into this. This is Journey's response. I said, first off, you dumb, loose, pee-ass hoes sound so slow. Why would I be scared to be around me? Or why would he be scared to be around me? This shit happened Sunday, right? Okay, cool. Friday night, I got off work 3:45 a.m.-ish. He came over. Where he come? Through my back gate. Where he sleeps safely and soundly? In my house. July 3rd and 4th, where was I? His crib. Why ain't I dropped the low then? June the 20th and 21st, where was he at?
God knows,
my crib.
Though.
Sleep in peace.
Don't none of this shit mean nothing. Don't none of that shit mean nothing. And I'm not saying she did it. I ain't saying she didn't do it. All I'm saying is it's very weird. And if Lil Spoon was my homie or a nigga I knew, I'd be suspicious of her ass too. Cause what you mean? You on the front porch talking about some y'all all gonna die, and then this nigga died 2-3 hours later. Bitch, like what you want me to think?
Please tell me I got hella days. He been with me damn near every day. Why wait until my whole family home and when he's with his homie to do this? Why would Scooby be scared to stand on my front porch, gang? Mine's not no fucking Nene. He didn't need to sneak there, need no ski mask or shit, because he always there. Said if he's so nervous and biting his nails, why was he finna walk to the back himself to see if he could get in? But he was scared, and bitch, I was standing there walking around, bouncing around, because shit, that's me. I'd be hyped as hell, moving a lot. That's just me. So next, all right? And people are basically saying Shorty was allergic to English class, right? These girls been playing a dangerous game on Facebook trying to get each other clapped. Saying in the video she was moving very odd. Doesn't mean she did it,
but it's weird.
But it's weird, all right? So they're saying that was her in that footage, basically acting all weird, but he's saying it wasn't a backdoor. Says she's trying too hard. Nobody even knows this info but her, and just because someone isn't scared doesn't mean they weren't set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything she said don't mean nothing. Like, you said, okay, he was sleeping at your crib, you was sleeping at his crib, y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend. I ain't saying that. But you saying that he wasn't scared don't mean he wasn't set up. You saying that you was at his house, or he was at your house a few days before, don't mean he was set up. He wasn't set up.
That door emoji is scary, man.
Even if it wasn't.
So she asked why he ain't going to the back when the whole time she knew that was locked situation. Something bad needs to... I don't condone that. I don't think anything bad needs to happen to her. If she was involved, I do hope justice is delivered. That's the best that I could say on this.
Right.
Now, right after this, okay, alleged text messages of somebody named Nene allegedly setting up Lil Scoom would start leaking. Okay, and this is what was going around. Somebody messaged Nene and said, did you really do that to G? Or did you really do that? They said, yeah. This is basically on Chicago Hits page on Instagram. It says, girl who allegedly set up Lil Scoom called Nene messages getting leaked. And then it says, my people want me to get out of Chicago. And I believe this was a back and forth that happened like after word started going around that she might have been responsible. So my people want me to get out of Chicago. Someone replied, yes, you need to. I need to find somebody that's going to send me $23 for an Uber to the airport. She said, airport, where the F you going? I thought you was leaving town, not the whole effing state, G.
I hope you're not setting people up. You got $25 to get an Uber, bitch. Like, what?
Stop it. Get some help.
You ain't got $25 to Uber to the airport, but you said niggas up to get killed?
Go to a whole other state. He said, I'm so scared right now. He said, I'm finna see if somebody can help. I feel like I'm finna die today. That's what she said. Ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, right?
Exactly.
And it'd be $23. You ain't got $23 for the Uber to the airport, man. Shit.
312. Now that's a real Chicago number. Now, DDG, you're in there.
So what's this?
I used to not have time for cases like these. Luckily, GoDaddy Aero uses AI to build websites that manage appointments from different places.
Oh, shit.
Now, look, I don't know if this is true. I feel like...
No, she didn't die.
This is like a meme that somebody made.
Just a meme, yeah.
Basically saying, in memory of Bethany Johnson, cause of death, thought it was cute to backdoor somebody.
Basically saying she gonna
Help
die.
Nene get to the airport, $23 goal.
They troll
Stop it. Get some help.
These are me saying Lil Schoomer is organising this fight. Honestly, this is actually crazy. This is twisted. Okay, I'm not trying to make light of it.
Oh my god, y'all is crazy, bro. Stupid. Y'all crazy.
Make fun of this situation because all of this shit I'm seeing here is actually twisted.
It's not funny,
this,
bro.
okay,
Not supposed to be making
Lil Scoom's
jokes,
girlfriend
man.
would basically take to social media again to defend herself and basically expose the highly suspicious behavior that evening that was going down once they entered the house, right? Basically saying that Nene girl was doing some weird shit. So he was there. And Joni said, yes. Scoom came over there. Scoom always came to my shit, never had a problem. What we talking about? He came because he kept talking about he wanted me to braid his hair so his stuff can grow out. You can ask him. Homie, on my life, I can die right now. What the F? She texted this stuff while sneaking to the bathroom on her phone. Sneaking in the bathroom on the phone and shit. We kept trying to see what was to her. It said, is y'all finna catch that for her? Okay. No, I even texted her and asked her, was she okay? She texted back saying she didn't want to talk to nobody, like, be for real. He said, gee, y'all is toxic, knowing you want that. She getting that wet. So I said, are you okay? Yeah, I guess. And basically they're going back and forth. It says, people who keep talking about how you know it was her. She literally was laying in your effing bed. Said, don't explain on my line. She did it for real. That's crazy. Handle it. She was in the...
This is why you need the real OML mean on my life. You know what I'm saying? Don't explain me. Don't explain on my life. Like basically saying on my life, don't explain. Like don't overly explain yourself.
Don't explain on my line.
Chicago lingo.
She did it for real. That's crazy. Handle it. She was in the house. She knew he was there, and that's how the F she text. You want this stuff to be my cousin, so effing bad. So this is people sticking up for her, basically, right? But people are commenting on Reddit. It says that girl is a snake. She was setting things up so the blame would fall on the hairstylist. She must have known what she was doing. That's why the text she is showing mistrust. Oh, that's why on the text she's showing mistrust. I feel like she was smart to expose her just to let people know she isn't responsible for it. So if those messages never came out, 9 out of 10, she would have took the blame. Says Nene bogus for real. She left Shorty with no option but to tell him.
I personally think from my perspective, I think it was the dark skinned Nene girl. You know what I'm saying? If it was anybody, I think it was her. You feel me? Because she was the one who ran out of town. She was the one who left Chicago. You know what I'm saying? She was the one, and they say like them little dashes, before she texts, she the only person that do that. Like nobody texts like that. But that's how they know like it was her. You know what I'm saying? And I think some messages came out of her talking to the nigga who she like helped backdoor Scoom for and shit like that. So yeah, I think it would make more sense for her to do that than the nigga girlfriend who was kicking it with, even though being your girlfriend don't mean nothing. But I don't know. I feel like somebody, even if Nene didn't set it up on purpose, like trying to get the nigga killed on some like I'm finna get him killed, like on some like overly malicious shit, maybe that wasn't the case. I think maybe like she knew some niggas from Risky Road. She thought it was cute and funny, like, oh, I'm finna text your ops and be like, hey, my cousin from Risky Road, hey, why your op over here? Why I'm in the same crib with your op? Who you over there with? Woody, you know what I'm saying? And then type shit like that though. I think it could have been like that too, like where she accidentally backdoored a nigga, which is ain't no better, you know what I'm saying?
Harass. How are you gonna try and make your hair girl, I guess, take the fall for a body?
Homegirl, no.
Apparently she don't even got $23 to get the F out of Chicago. All right, so where $23 gonna get her? Saying shit at St. Louis, flight out that bitch. $23 might get you a bus ticket to Milwaukee. Says I know she would have never had that bitch over there. I'm not gonna lie, I keep seeing a fake page blaming her, but everything they saying inaccurate. Seemed like Nene behind the page. Says damn, so it wasn't even the chick doing hair that lined him. It was her friend, and she didn't know. Damn, Scoom was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. It says I really want to know that one girl's reasoning for putting a hyphen at the beginning of every text. Like, what's that? Okay, we moving on. Okay, we moving on. Now,
you ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, because the shelf was broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own, it's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got 12... Oh, every time she posts, this her page. Every time she posts, every time
they're saying this is Nene, the girl who backdoored Lil Scoom, posted a story on a plane with the caption "New Life" butterfly emoji. And I remember seeing this go around at the time. I don't know. It says, "What shorty go missing once you land?" People don't play that backdoor stuff. Blood in, blood out. A series of messages that people thought were referring to Lil Scoom and actually trolling Lil Scoom as well. And I've got these here in my document I can show you. Just show you these in my doc. It says nobody, nothing. And then she's saying me.
See that dash again? Now this is a picture of her right here. Did you see that dash? Dash, nobody, dash. Me watching y'all looking for me. And I'm 10 hours away.
Y'all looking for me and I'm 10 hours away.
This is her Instagram page,
she
I
played
think.
the song
A
I'm
real
Still
Instagram
Alive.
page.
So she knew people was looking for her. She knew that people was, you know, mad at her. Posted this one, says Lady Scoom. That's crazy. That's actually
she's still trying to be
posted
cute
another
with
one.
the shit?
Said, I'm going to miss doing your hair. Laughing emoji, fingers crossed, Lil Scoom 89. That is actually crazy. Talk about I'm going to miss doing
That's
your hair.
wicked.
Wild. Now, almost half a year after Scoom was backdoored and lost his life, his girlfriend at the time, Journey, would appear in a DJU interview to basically explain what exactly was going on in this moment.
I reacted to this, I think I reacted to the interview too.
That we saw on the Ring doorbell footage. Shout out to DJU go crazy for this crazy interview, and we're going to actually hear some backstory about what was going down.
Now I will say, I honestly think that was more like when she said y'all off and they off and die. I think she was saying more like a twisted, dark joke because he said like this is an easy contract, basically saying like this is an easy way for my ops to catch me right here. Like, I can't be standing right here on the corner on the fucking porch, shorty. So she was like, she said they off and die like as like a dark. He said that, and Scoom died a few hours later. Like that's. See, he started getting nervous and shit. He started looking around.
Yost & Campbell's exclusive offer. Get heating and air conditioning for as low as $149 a month. Stay comfortable year-round with this unbeatable deal.
I'm an attorney. I've been doing this for years. And I'm standing here because most people walk away from accidents leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table, and nobody tells them.
Look at this. This is a real settlement. One of our clients, car accident, almost a year after.
Are you the young lady that we see in the video with him? Okay. So you could tell us what was going on at least that time on the porch?
Yes. So when we got to the porch, Scoom them kind of made it before us because we had went to the store. I went to the store to get woods because everybody was saying I didn't have a bag. I only had woods in my hand, and it was in my pocket. We got there. We was on the porch, but on the porch I was texting my mom and my stepdad because I don't have a key. Everybody who come to my house know I don't have a key. Like I lost a lot of pair of keys, so my mama won't buy me no more. We was
That's
there. I was
stupid as fuck, by the way. I don't know who told that was a good idea. You living in the middle of the hood and you think it's cool for your daughter and I have a key to get in the fucking crib? I don't give a fuck.
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't care how many times she lost the key. I would tattoo a key and strap that bitch to the bottom, nail that bitch to the bottom of her foot before I just or I have it hiding somewhere or something like that, bro. Like, or I get a combination lock on my shit or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let my daughter, my son, my cousin, my homie who live here walk around with no key. I don't give a fuck how many times you lose your key. Especially we living in the hood. This ain't the fucking. Y'all ain't living on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air block, nigga. This is the hood. Y'all living on 89th and fucking St. Lawrence, nigga?
Oh, my mama, but she was not answering. She was in the back cooking. My stepdad had just dropped me and Nene off, and we were standing on the porch. I was texting him to see if we could come around the back, because I have a back door. I was texting him to see if we could come around the back to go through the door, but he wasn't there, so he said he pulled right off after he dropped us off. So we were just standing on the porch for a long time, like, it was a long time. And we just could not get in until my mama finally came over the door. She had the music blasted, all types of stuff.
Super shit.
So it was just like...
That sounds dumb as hell. That sounds dumb as hell. You got the mute like that's when niggas get used to the hood and y'all just think everything regular, everything cool. Like just as much as niggas want people dead and all that shit, it's just as much weird, freaky, kidnapping, sex trafficking, all that shit is still prevalent in the inner city of Chicago, bro. You're not finna supposed to let your little ass 5 foot, 100-pound daughter stay outside for a long ass time, can't get in the house because you don't want to buy her no more key. Especially when a key costs like you could take your key to Home Depot or some shit and get another key made for like $5.
It looked like it was so much going on, but it really wasn't. I was just hyper, like, that's who I am. Like, when I'm around people, I'm just extra hype and goofy. Like, that's just me.
Yeah. So she would basically explain later on, and I think this is important for me to mention as well, because I was thinking this myself. By the time she posted the screenshots, basically leaking what was going on with that Nene girl, okay, she had changed her number. So I just want to say, because I was going to go back and blur that, but also I'm thinking, well, that's been gone around now. You would have changed your number, especially if everybody sent you backdoored somebody. So them numbers that you might have seen earlier in this video, they ain't doing that. Them numbers are old news, all right? But she basically breaks it down, and she says that by that point she had changed her number, and you know she was leaking what was going on, and basically just getting into it with her.
It really wasn't me. It was people already. A screenshot got leaked first of the messages, and it was how Nene text. So that's where the Nene allegations came from. And then afterwards, one of his homies had told me something about Nene. So it was just like Nene, like everybody was on Nene. And then more stuff was just coming out as the day went on, and it was just more Nene and Nene. So it was just like, and she was just acting weird afterwards. Like she changed her number that day and everything. Like it was just so much going on.
Okay, so y'all done fell out since then.
Yeah, I don't.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So she's saying that they fell out, all right, and she basically said that she believes Nene was the one who backdoored Scoot. Okay, she basically makes it clear that's her theory, that's what she thinks happened, that's how she thinks it went down, and clearly...
How did you and Nene fall out?
Damn.
So, really the school stuff, like, it wasn't no, like, after I found out it was really her, it really wasn't.
So you believe it really was her that backdoored him, set him up?
Yes.
Okay.
After I found out all that stuff, it was like it wasn't no point of being friends. It wasn't nothing like you got my boyfriend killed. So it's like,
yeah, you can't be right. I'm not even trying to make light of this situation, but you get a boyfriend killed. Yeah, it
can't be friends.
Mama kept playing on my phone. It was just a lot of weird stuff, and I just felt like the whole family was in on the. Like all of them, like her mama, her, trying to like understand where she came from, anything, it's just no coming back. Man, like it's nothing to understand. Like you came to your sister's house and got her boyfriend killed. That's just Grammy. Like you can't be friends with nobody like that.
Right.
That's true. So what makes you feel like?
And like I said earlier, could she have possibly backdoored the nigga on accident, like trying to be cute and trying to be funny and texting a nigga that she was talking to or somebody friend or something? And hey, I'm with your favorite op right now. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Like, yeah, it could have been an accidental thing. I ain't gonna put that past anybody. But you from Chicago, shorty, you know, like this shit ain't no game. You know, like especially like by the time you get to like I think Scoom like 18, so they probably was like anywhere between like that. So once you get to that age in the hood, in the city of Chicago, and you know niggas that got killed, like it's when you get to the point where you like a junior in high school, you know somebody from your school that got killed. Whether it's middle school, elementary school, high school, you know somebody that got killed. One of your cousins then got killed. You didn't been in a shootout, or niggas was shooting at you, or you and your friend, or niggas was shooting at the party, or at the 4th of July block party. It's not like you know you ain't green. Like, you not lame. Unless your ass from, like, shit, niggas in the suburbs know what's going on. You know? Like you ain't green, shorty. You know what's going on. So, yeah, she could have accidentally, quote-unquote, accidentally backdoored him, but she know, like, niggas will really kill him. She don't think there's no game. You feel me? She don't think there's no... She know. Like, you feel me? So, it's like... I don't know. It seemed like some weird shit. Then the bitch ugly as hell, so I can only imagine, bro. You know, slow me down. I ain't gonna get into all that, because y'all gonna call me me.
No. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Wait, what he say no? So she...
No. Like, she actually did set him up.
Nobody like that.
That's true. So what makes you feel like she actually did set him up? No.
She can't talk. Can't say that. Damn.
Okay, hold on.
Ooh, I want to know that answer to that question.
I was trying to get my next question. I'm sorry.
I don't really want to say it on camera because like her people told me why she did it, so it's like I don't really want to, you know.
Okay. So where's Nene now?
I really don't know, because
damn,
I
that's
had
crazy.
to actually go to the police station due to all the stuff they was thinking. So I had to actually go to the police station, and they said they couldn't find her either. So I really don't know where she is, but she been posting on social media. So
I'll be seeing Nene Brooke like Facebook.
So they're saying
That's
she be
crazy.
posting, all right? And she's saying that, look, her people's basically told me exactly why it went down, exactly why they did it.
Exactly
the police
why
spoke
she
to me
did
about it, and nobody knows where she is. And the police can't find her. That's what's being said. How crazy is that? Now, she would talk later on in the interview, basically about how Nene might have initially been scared, but now she's living her life without fear. And this is classic, right? Same goes to all them guys that killed FBG Duck. You get away with it for a little 6 months, a little 12 months, a little 18 months. You start thinking you good. You start making posts. You start dropping songs. You start...
And that shit's stupid. You start putting duck cartoon characters on your shoes and trolling and all that shit. You start doing all that, you get comfy. You can't never be comfortable, boy. You kill somebody, gang. Like, that shit, motherfucking catch you for that for the rest of your life. You can be 60-some years old. And, you know, the way technology going nowadays, shorty, the AI shit can do a lot of shit, gang. I'm trying to tell you, like, they could go lock your ass up from the shit you did 15, 30 years ago, you know? You could be 62 years old and they come get your ass for something you did when you was 18. You like, what the fuck? Telling you, gang, like...
Buying pairs of shoes with ducks on them. Thinking
bro.
you slick.
Thinking you funny.
Before you know it, you facing 55, 60 years in a pen.
Y'all can take it easy on Journey. You know what I'm saying? We need to find Nene.
I feel like Nene was scared at first, but like now she just like she is out and known, so it's like she don't care no more.
Yeah.
I feel like she been living her life regularly. Like nothing changed for her as much as it changed for me.
Why you say it like that? Like nothing changed for her like it changed for you?
Because the stuff I've been seeing seemed like she regular job still. She still go outside. She still do everything the same. I had to get a new job. I had to move houses. I had to do a lot of stuff. My sister had to change schools. Like it was just a lot that came with that.
Right.
And I feel like it didn't change. It only changed for like a month. Like she just had to have out for a month or something.
Okay, I'm picking it up now.
Is she back in Chicago? She can't be back in Chicago.
So she's saying that this girl basically got on with her life. She got a normal job, new city. She ain't even worried about this situation anymore. But I tell you what, she ought to worry. She'll be looking over her shoulder. Because if she did do what they're saying, Fed's going to come eventually. And a shootout happen.
They're coming.
But they're going to get you eventually, and you're going to be in a backlash that she received just for even being in the video. And I can't imagine what she went through as far as, you know, people just...
I'm the type, if somebody said he blamed me for talking about it, but if somebody told you killed your boyfriend, you're going to want to fight for it. Like, you're going to want to prove your point.
They'll tell you, like, oh, you guilty because you keep talking about it. But then if you stay quiet, you're like, oh, he guilty. He must be scared. It's like, make y'all mind up, shorty. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
Like, I'm going to keep talking to everybody that's on my side, or some people agree with me. Like, I just feel like nobody was on my side. I knew Nene for like 6 years, but it's like, you don't know everybody. You see how Jam did Lil Durk? You don't know everybody.
Dang. She went crazy like that.
Jam did Lil Durk. Now, we still don't know for sure if Jam did Lil Durk, snitched on Lil Durk, but at the same time, that's a rumor that's going around a lot.
Right.
Now, what's even more crazy is after all of this talking, DJU interview, this was a whole year ago.
This is a year ago.
Nene still has an Instagram, still posts, and apparently even sometimes goes live. They're saying, why is and I'm not condoning what's being said in this, okay, but it says, why is this bitch Nene still alive? Or do folks let her slide since they got back with Hawk, Risky Road? CEO Hawker, one of the main people from Risky Road, allegedly was shot in the head, okay, in an incident that was connected to that whole situation where Brandon Buckingham got shot at.
Oh, that was that time? I thought Brandon... Oh, okay.
Where he was at the studio with Q50 and Skrilla and them. Absolutely crazy, okay. Saying she's still on Instagram. She's popping out every now and then. How you hating from outside of the club? You can't even get out of a prison. That's what's going to happen. It says, I hate dudes that ask me for money, not my type of dude. I'd hate it if someone was asking me for $23.
Right.
So she chips. How can anyone get backdoor to this? They're saying she ugly. How is she so ugly and she getting backdoor? They're saying that this type of girl.
She is ugly as fuck, but that's probably them be the bitches that, you know, that try to do shit to be cool with a nigga. Them the girls you gotta watch out the back door. It ain't usually the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think a nigga like her? You think anybody, any nigga on this earth walk past this girl ever in life and say, ooh, she fine, let me talk to her. And if they did, if a nigga did, can you imagine what that nigga look like? Can you imagine what he got going on in his life? Oh my God.
What?
Stupid. So you gotta, like, usually the ugly bitches is the ones that are backdoor you because they trying to, goddamn it, get cool with this. I'm not trying to lie, bro. All right?
I'm not in front of her appearance. I'm not with Soda. They're not finna take that trip to crash on her. She'll be back in Chicago one day. She better not ever only take one person to notice you. They're saying Scoom bogus for messing with her, man. You act like they...
Somebody said Scoom ass. Boys, I know this is Chicago, nigga. Scoom ass bogus as hell for fucking with them lizards. Bro, y'all gotta stop, bro. Because y'all make everything
got
like...
a tracker on her. Look, we ain't gonna do all that. But basically, okay,
bro.
Up until this day, there's been a few allegations. That's all I'll say. Okay, there've been a few allegations. There's basically, it's like, this is crazy. Post that basically says they really got the backdoor queen working in the daycare.
That's
Nene
crazy.
Brooks. Is this her working in a daycare? This is crazy.
You don't have a mom. I do have a mom. You don't have a mom or dad. I ain't got no. First of all, sister, I do got a daddy, and I do got a mama.
Is that clown makeup on her face?
I think it's a. I do have a family. Yes, I do.
It's a filter. Why are you recording people kids? This bitch is a weirdo.
No, when I'm on monkey boys.
Rose Sparks, have you ever had one of those nights? Maybe you're watching a movie, just laughing, she snuggles in closer on the couch, and boom, it's on. Now in these moments, you can't get caught slipping. You gotta be ready to perform.
What's the fastest way to go viral right now?
Dancing? Doing something crazy? Posting 3 times a day?
Nope.
That's crazy. So how's she supposed to pay her bills? I'm assuming the hairstyling dried up after what happened. People saying, how are dudes cracking with that? She don't need makeup. She been a clown. If I'm going to my hairstylist crib on Phonum, she better be pressure. But Lil Scoom, long live Scoom, though.
This nigga did not know how to read Chiracism. He said, if I'm going to my hairstylist crib on my mama, she better be not on.
She better be pressure. But Lil Scoom, long live Scoom, though. It's crazy. People saying F her. It's crazy. It's crazy. The clown makeup. People saying last I heard of her, she was in Minnesota. The same girl that was begging for money to get Lee.
So they saying she in Minnesota, which ain't far.
No arrests have been made, okay, but basically the online rumors suggest that Risky Road, the gang that the Bloodhounds are at war with, were responsible. We don't know for sure. This is any rumors on the gang or person that got Lil Scoom. Seems like no one talks about this, and I'm not talking about the setup girl. People saying Hawkham, aka the younger generation of Risky Road. They say Risky Road got Scoom as get back for their homie 30. I don't know if Scoom killed him, but either EBE or Bloodhounds killed 30, so they got Scoom as get back. They're saying LLMB Lil O killed 30 over a stolen gun. GME chose the No Limit side because they was locked in, so EBE clicked up with ESD, 83rd, No Limit, and Risky Road. All right, it's all very complicated. Saying Stop ratting. This is Reddit, man. That's what
I hate when this nigga start reading.
And have
comments.
him killed and set up, and then just move out of state like nothing happened is absurd. It's actually absurd. It's
absurd.
Ridiculous.
It is absurd. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe.
And it's not going to run. If it's not true, then maybe she's really just needs to flee and just get over these rumors, okay? But if it is true, you're not having no shootout with the police where somebody gets killed and bullets actually fly at the cops, and you're going to get away with it.
See, one thing about Trap Lord Ross is he don't be knowing what he talking about sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Niggas in Chicago have shootouts with the police every day. Like, so I'm not gonna go as far as to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Now, y'all would have killed them downtown, or if he would have been like a bigger, more famous rapper or something like that, or if it was just a bigger story, the feds might come swoop in on that, but I don't think it's a guarantee that the feds gonna come and swoop in just because the police got shot at. Like, money. Just because the police got shot at, like, that ain't how that work, bro. I promise you that. Like, niggas shoot at the police all the time. Niggas shoot at the police, chase the police, beat the police, fight the police. In Chicago, that's a normal motherfucking day. You hear me? But I do personally, in my opinion, believe that Nene Brooks did it. I've been saying that shit since it happened. Probably been like a year or two ago, 2 years now, something like that. Rest in peace, Lil Scoom. I don't think Lil Scoom was out here killing people or shooting nobody. You know what I'm saying? I think he just got caught up in the wrong shit, being in the wrong hood, and having the wrong friends, bro. That's why I go tell y'all, like, don't be running around thinking like, oh, killing niggas is cool, or yeah, I'll be with the real killers and woo. Because the real killers, that being with the real killers is not doing nothing for you, but putting a big ass target on the back of your head. You hear me? No, you need to be with the real lawyer. On the grave. What? You need to be with the real and shit now.
Why are you paying $80 for garbage internet?
This is Ryoko Pro. It's a pocket-sized Wi-Fi hotspot, about the size of a credit card stack that gives you your own private, secure internet connection wherever you go. Turn it on, it scans for the strongest nearby signal, locks in, and you're online. That's it. No apps, no setup screens, no tech knowledge required. One button, your own internet. Done. Up to 150 megabits per second. 10 devices at once. 8 hours battery life. 150 plus countries. Stream. Video call, work, all at the same time with the whole family connected. No lag, no buffering, no questions about who's downloading something. Ryoko Pro is a game changer in 8 powerful ways. First, speed that actually holds. Up to 150 megabits per second, stable, fast, no matter where you are. Not good enough, but actually fast. Second, unlimited data. One payment. No monthly bill waiting for you. No carrier relationship, no contracts. Yours whenever you need it. Third, up to 10 to no questions about who's downloading something. Fourth, 8 hours of battery life on a single charge. Morning meetings to late night streaming. You stay online all day. Fifth, no hidden fees, no overage charges, no surprises on a bill next month. Just straightforward internet at a cost that makes sense. Sixth, it works in 150 plus countries. Forget roaming fees. Forget international data add-ons. Forget the hotel business center charge. Wherever you land, you're online. Seventh, it fits in your pocket. Sleek, compact, durable. Built for people who are constantly on the move. Travelers, remote workers, digital nomads, families. Eighth, built-in security blocks, malware, phishing, and unwanted ads. Safer browsing, every time, everywhere. Think about what you actually spend on staying connected when you travel. The international data add-ons, the roaming fees you forgot to turn off, the hotel business center charge, the airport lounge day passes just to get decent. Ryoko Pro replaces all of it. No contracts, no carrier relationship, no monthly bill waiting for you. Unlimited data, all yours, whenever you need it. And right now, they're offering 70% off for viewers of this video, which means you're looking at a one-time cost that most people recoup on their very first trip. If the price still makes you hesitate, here's the part that makes this easy. Every order is covered by a 30-day money-back guarantee. Full refund, no questions, no hassle. So the actual risk isn't buying it. The actual risk is your next trip going exactly the way the last. For remote workers who can't afford a bad connection. For families who don't want to fight over one bar of hotel Wi-Fi. And honestly, for anyone who's ever sat in an airport staring at a spinning wheel thinking, there has to be a better way. Actually, there is. So don't wait. Secure your order now and say goodbye to overpriced, unreliable internet forever. Ryoko Pro will change the way you experience Wi-Fi.
Look at this. You can make a custom comic book by bookbyanyone.com for your loved one or for yourself. Y'all, I'm always telling my wife how she's my superhero. So when I found the chance to get her own comic book, I was all over it. Look at the look on her face. This right here is from bookbyanyone.com. When I say the dialogue, the pictures and everything are on point. So let me tell you how this works. First, you go to bookbyanyone.com, okay? You're going to scroll on down and you're going to select comic book, okay? Then we're going to enter in the loved one's name. Then you're going to put in some hobbies, stuff that they do all the time. The more, the better, okay? Then AI is going to generate a couple ideas for the book. You select the one that is appealing to you. After that, you upload a photo of your loved one so that AI can generate an image for that book. Book by Anyone is going to give you a comic book title, a plot, 20 action-packed pages containing 45-plus comic book panels that are completely generated by AI. You give this to your loved one and they will love every single last page. I gave this to my wife and she read it in under 5 minutes and she just read it again before she went to sleep last night. If you want a unique gift, you gotta get this.
I just got my husband him that he can read and be totally amused by. And it was actually created by AI. All I did was go to bookbyanyone.com. I put in his full name, answered some. Then you can choose from a bunch of fun ideas for the comic book. Then the front cover popped up and they even show you a preview of the first page. It is an actual professionally printed comic book with 20 pages filled with 45-plus personalized comic panels that are 100% unique and created from scratch. Order yours today at bookbyanyone.com and enjoy free shipping.
I made my husband the main character of his own comic book.
I made this on bookbyanyone.com and it was so easy. You just enter their name, answer a few fun questions about them, and the AI generates an entire action-packed story. You even get to choose the cover and preview it before ordering. And when it came in, just wait till you see his reaction. This is a full comic book, like 20 pages, all based on him with his own storyline. It's truly one of the coolest, most personal gifts I've ever.
To an action-packed comic book hero using Book by Anyone.
Okay, we all know that Book by Anyone does nonfiction books, but did you know they do comic strips as well? The comic book has a title, a plot, and 20-plus action-packed pages all about your loved ones. In just a few taps, you can head to bookbyanyone.com, answer a few short questions, and literally, they do the rest. The comic book is AI generated, so you can put as little effort as you want into an amazing gift. I love seeing how creative the ideas are just from answering a few questions. This gift is so unique, and my husband's reaction was truly unforgettable. I even think he convinced himself that he wrote it at one point. If you're looking for an epic personalized gift with little to no work from you, check out bookbyanyone.com.
I just got my husband the coolest and most unique gift I've ever gotten him. His very own personalized comic book starring him. This comic book is so awesome and it was completely generated by AI. All I did was go to bookbyanyone.com. There I put in his name and answered a list of personalized questions. Then AI did its magic with a list of hilarious comic book titles to choose from. And after uploading an image, you get to see your comic book cover and even preview the first page. Just such an awesome surprise. The story was so funny and I love how the character looks just like him. Look at that. This is a professionally printed comic book. It's 20 pages filled with 45-plus comic panels. This is so unique and made such an awesome gift. Have to check it out. Order yours today at bookbyanyone.com.
Today is my mom's birthday, and I'm going to surprise her with her very own AI-generated comic book from bookbyanyone.com. This is so fun because it makes her the author of her own book, has a character that looks just like her, and all the information in the book is formulated to be completely accurate through AI-generated questions and answers. So let's go see what she thinks. She was so surprised at how accurate all the details were. It really felt like the story was written about her. Even the AI-generated summary on the back was so spot on, and once she started reading it, she could not put it down. You just go to bookbyanyone.com and enter the name of the person you're creating it for. Then you answer questions about them, like their hobbies, dreams, and favorite places, so it can personalize the story. After that, you choose a title and plot, upload a photo, and it even shows you a preview of the book before you order. I just think it's such a thoughtful and unique gift, especially if you want something a little more personal. It's from Book by Anyone, and I would definitely recommend it.
This is how I just turned my husband into his own comic book character. Book by Anyone uses AI to let you turn yourself or your loved ones into their very own comic book, and the process is super easy. All you have to do is type in the person's name and answer a few personalized questions to make the comic book specific to the person you're surprising. Based on the information you give, it'll then generate a cover plus 20 action-packed pages that are really great quality. My husband thought this was the coolest gift ever. I highly recommend creating your own at bookbyanyone.com.
I think this might be the husband. It's a fully personalized comic book, and he's literally the main character. I made this using AI on bookbyanyone.com, and it's honestly so easy. I just put in his name, answered a few questions about him, and uploaded a photo, and within minutes, I could see the front cover and even preview the first page. And this isn't just that, includes 45 completely personalized comic panels that are created just for him. Every page is based on his personality, which makes it feels so personal and actually really special. If you're stuck on what to get someone, this is one of those gifts that they're definitely not expecting. Head over to bookbyanyone.com and make yours.
How I went from this to this in 6 months. I started using repurpose.io, and in 6 months, my business grew over 50%. It's this platform that automatically repurposes your content for you. So I create.
See your arm right there? Yeah, I'm yanking the back. That's not cool. No. You're punching her. You can. I have a broken hand. My hand is literally. Look at my hand. My hand is literally broken. I am not trying to get in trouble for domestic violence. So now you're in trouble for murder. This is crazy.
This is Antoine Phillips, and what he did after he knocked his girlfriend unconscious is 18th, 2021, late at night on Westerville Road in Columbus, Ohio. 911 dispatchers began receiving calls about a couple arguing in the street, then fighting, then something far worse. Drivers were calling in tears, saying that they believed they had just hit someone laying in the middle of the road, someone they couldn't see in the dark. That someone was Jamie Fulton, 35 years old, Antoine's girlfriend of 2 years.
Because I have video of Jamie running out screaming for help and you chasing after her. Do you recall that? No, she was in the street trying to commit suicide, and that's me. If you see, I'm telling her, I'm waving at cars to get out the way.
Antoine and Jamie had been together through everything: drugs, domestic violence charges, months of chaos and making up and falling apart again. Described their love as crazy, said she was his ride or die. And then he beat her unconscious on a busy road in the middle of the night and into the center of the lane and walked home. Jamie was struck by approximately 6 cars. Drivers couldn't see her in the dark. She never had a chance.
She's not moving at all right here. She's still not getting up. She's not moving. I don't see an arm move whatsoever. Cars are passing her. You're on your way home to Mom's house.
The entire 45 minutes, the argument, the assault, the moment he left her, was caught on surveillance cameras from multiple angles. Antoine didn't know that when police brought him in for questioning 2 weeks later. Watch as a detective sits across from a man who spent over an hour insisting he was just trying to grab his bag. Watch him look directly at video of himself beating his girlfriend and deny every single thing he is seeing. And watch what happens when a detective quietly asks,
Do you think 12 reasonable jurors is going to believe that story? With this video we have right now.
At the end of this video, you will see the sentence Antoine Phillips received. This is his interrogation.
All right, let's start off with this. How long? 2 years. 2 years? Yeah, we've been together 2 years. Okay. How did you become to know Jamie? My son, my son, the side of the family, knew them, her and her family, I assume. And we met on Facebook and we just happened to, it just happened to find out, my son. Well, I knew her on Facebook. We were talking for a couple months on Facebook already. And then I came over to see her at her friend Tammy's house. And she was staying there. She was going through some things with an ex-boyfriend or something. And I happened to see her friend Tammy's daughter. I'm like, I've seen that girl before. She's always with my son, and then that's how we knew.
Okay.
She knew who my son was, and then it just blossomed from there.
So you've known her for 2 years since then. Okay. When's the last time you saw Jamie?
I seen her 17th.
Okay.
I was.
Of May?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you guys do that day?
I'm an artist, so I make music. So she was with me. We had just separated. She got real bad on drugs. So we had kind of just trying to figure things out, because our love is crazy. Like, I never loved somebody like I love her, and she made it out of this. She's never loved me like she's loved anybody else.
So you both loved each other?
Oh,
for 2 years?
Been through hell and back.
So on the 17th, when you make music, where do you make music at? Do you make it at home, or? Okay.
Studio.
So she was with you on the 17th?
Yeah, she got, how she even got with me, she was with a couple other friends, and I got a random message. She wasn't responding. I hadn't seen her in a week and a half, because we got into an argument, and then just went our separate ways, and then she was wasn't responding, and then I got random messages like, "Hey, I need your help," and I'm like, "This is weird. You need my help? Usually I'm asking you for help. You need my help?" And she said she was being held captive, and she was raped, and she needed help to get out of where she was at. And I was like, "Well, I don't know where you at. I don't know who you're dealing with left, so I don't know what you want me to do." And it's been consistent for 4 months, where we'll be together and then she'll leave, and then she'll be calling me to come get her, or calling her dad to come get her. And I don't have a vehicle, so usually her dad gets her, picks her up and stuff, and then she rides the bus, or he'll bring her to me. And I kept telling her, I just sat in jail for 4 months on a DV with you. You got 911. Why aren't you down for the situation you're in? And she was like, I didn't have my phone, and they've surrounded the house, 2 dudes and a woman. I'm like, so you want me to have my mom bring me there? My mom is totally not that type of person. So she's not even really allowed in my mom's house because she is always on drugs. So my mom doesn't, my mom's trying to help me get my life together. So me being around drugs, I would lose my mom for sure. So just kept telling her, call 911. That's your best option. Or anytime we've ever gotten into it and you call your dad, he comes. So why are you not calling your dad? She's like, well, all right, I messaged him, he's asleep. I'm like, okay, well, take off running out of the house and scream and yell, because, white girl in Linden area, oh, you're definitely going to get noticed. So, because that area is hellified crazy. So, I'm like, that's all you gotta do. Then she's like, oh, well, my dad answered the phone. He said the same time to get me. So I said, all right, well, that's a plus. I'm like, well, you get So that's why she would be in the street. So I violated the ankle monitor.
You did?
Yeah, I've been on ankle monitor working, and I was working everything. I started a second job because I tried to get us a place. So I started working a second job, and then that's when they said that I was under violation for the ankle monitor because I couldn't be out like that. So my ankle monitor dude said, look, I'm done, ankle monitor done, talk to your date, show us a court date. That's the last thing I can say. He said, if you got any questions, talk to your attorney. Talked to my attorney. He said, look, I'll figure it out. Jason Inman. He said, I'll figure things out. You know, in the meantime, don't get in no trouble. You're probably going to have to turn yourself in. Well, there's a warrant, so you're going to have to turn yourself in. And, you know, we'll figure it out.
Monitor was the reason you didn't want to go get Jamie, or you just didn't want to put yourself in that position when she said she was held captive?
No, I was already in a violation because this is another situation where I violated because she got kidnapped in the shelter. So this is the second time she's been kidnapped. Well, she's saying she's been kidnapped. And the first time I ran to her, well, it's my fault, risk being. I knew I was on ankle monitor, so it's my fault. I'm not pointing any finger at anybody. I left to go save her when I knew down 911 like any other time. I mean,
right.
But I love her to death. I fought to be with her for the last 7 months, you know. So I felt I was obligated to go get her. So that's when I violated this. The second time, kidnapping, which is the most recent, I didn't want to go get her because I was like...
Was that the 17th?
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to come get you because, for one, you've been gone a week and a half. Like, you know, I'm torn. I've been in my mom's house, you know, trying to figure things out, trying to get my job back, so I'm like trying to get back to working. You know, I got this case I've been fighting for months. I gotta you know, deal with, and it was told I cut my ankle monitor off, and I don't understand how that even came about. So if there's any way we can make a report that this ankle monitor's on before they take it off, because like supposedly I don't have an ankle monitor on. And
did you go and get her on the 17th then? Did you actually go?
My dad brought her to my mom's house.
Okay.
And my mom didn't understand that period. Like, this man hates your guts. You know, he's not helping y'all. Why would he bring her to you? But I mean, I'm her comfort. So she always came to me. Well, she got dropped. And she only had... And it just looked like she was from smoking crack, you know what I'm saying? It didn't look like, look at her because I was so busy. I just was happy that she's safe and sound, so I didn't really cope with it. Later that night, you know, I broke down and was crying because she really didn't want to talk about much, but then she told me Cleveland and 22nd, and then she started telling me a little bit more detail. The guy named Supreme, and then I found a bunch of Fetty on her. So I kind of told her, like, I can't, you being on Fetty, you're already on hella other medications. I can't condone in that, like, you know, I understand any drug in the world, but why would you want to be on something that it's not really even a drug? Like, so she would never want to talk about it. She would kind of just like, kind of force it upon me, you know what I mean? Like, well, don't judge me. I'm like, I love you to death. I'll never judge you, but you gotta be honest. That's the key to anything, is be honest, communication. And we were trying to work on that for 6 months. I was locked up for a domestic violence with her that was, I don't even know how I got into it. The cop wrote domestic violence up wrong, so she even was going to court. That's why we don't have a stay away nothing, because she went to court, got that situated. I played out because I just wanted to get out of jail, so I played to a lesser degree or whatever. And then we went back to court to get the stay away lifted, which she stood there and talked to the judge.
So when she came back and you said she had fentanyl on her, which was fentanyl, right? On the 17th, did she stay with you at your mom's that night, or?
No.
Okay.
No, my mom would let her stay.
Didn't want her staying.
Yeah. My mom didn't want her to stay because they do charges on me. I've been through hell and back with her. My mom didn't understand why you even deal with this girl no more.
So mom didn't want any of that at the house?
My mom didn't even want.
So where'd you guys stay that night?
Before that, I've snuck her around, or I got violated. What started my violation too, before I had to go get her before, is we would sleep outside in the car, and I thought I was still in range. Well, I guess I wasn't. They're like, you're out all night. I'm like, huh?
It's all for your monitor?
Yeah, I'm like, how was I out all night? I was sitting out sleeping in the car, and one of the guys like, oh yeah, man, you can't do that. And I'm like, I thought 150 feet, so I'm thinking the curb is not 150 feet from the window. And, that's the love of my life. I didn't want her in the street.
So let's go, after your mom didn't want you there, let's go to the next day.
So we were, she had a friend on the west side. So we went out to the west side, rode the bus. And we got there, and it wasn't nothing but a big meth house. So I'm like, I can't be here. It's not somewhere I can be. I'd rather go back to the hotel or just hang around my friends, because my friends don't be on drugs like this. So she didn't like the agreement, but we did. So I was like, look, this is what I'll do. I borrow some money from my mom or whatever, and we get a hotel. If we can't get a hotel, we stay here one more night, and then I'll figure it out, because I'm going back to work. I could probably borrow some money and it just come out my check. So I stayed there, whatever. I didn't have my medication or nothing, so next day they wake up. There was money from my mom, and she gets mad because her dad was sending her money, but she couldn't figure out how to adapt her car to get the money. And then we have a ride on a bus. It's already getting late, so I'm like, all right, let's go to my mom's, go pick up my bank card, because I was going to let her use my bank card. And by the time we got to Morrison, Cleveland, or whatever, the C-Max was done.
Okay.
So there wasn't no bus more. So I'm like, well, I don't know what you want at the house, because I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm trying to get clean. I'm trying to do these things, and that's against the grain, because my mind's weak, and I'm taking the medication. I got a broke arm, my hand's broke. I shouldn't even be, doing this, and plus I gotta get ready to turn myself in and face this probation, because I don't want to think that I'm running from a case. I'm just scared. I don't know. I don't understand my case. I don't understand what's going on. I don't even understand.
He understands.
So is that what you guys were talking?
So she goes into the gas station,
Which gas station?
That's Morrison, Cleveland. Okay. So that's the Shell.
Okay.
And obviously, she went back from do her thing.
I got about 2 more minutes. Take care of stuff.
Right then, I knew you're doing the fatty. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. So I'm sitting outside and I'm just contemplating like, I need to leave because I'm gonna end up doing drugs too. I already know. I've been doing drugs with her because I didn't want her thinking that she couldn't be herself. So I dumbed down to her level a bunch of times, you know. I even had to go drop for my probation and stuff, and I dropped 30. And but I did not want to drop. So I just did it, and I was gonna go to rehab. But I wanted to get her stable before I went to rehab, and whatever probation situation was gonna happen, I wanted to get her stable because I didn't want her in the street. She's not built for the street at all. I never knew of her having today, even though I've had a few people in the last week and a half tell me a whole different Jamie than I ever knew. But so after that, she came out and she was upset, saying she couldn't find her stuff. I'm like, what stuff are you talking about? You're not giving me no lead. I don't understand what's going on. She was panicking. She's like, if I don't find this, I'm gonna have problems. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You know, I'm like, the Fetty, is that what she's saying? Yo, or something for this Fetty. What's really going on? Because how you have so much and you don't even have, she hasn't worked in a year. Like, I buy everything for her. I pay, do everything. So I'm like, I didn't do that. So, you know, you told me that they held you captive and was raping you. Like, is it because you stole their drugs? So she's now agitated and mad. So she's just like, fuck it. I don't care. I'll just kill myself. I'm like, hold on now. Like, why do you always run to that thought? You know, everybody'd be happy if I wasn't around. I'm like, hold on, you got me, your son, you got your dad, you got a support system. You know, now you just gotta figure that part out. But after as many times as we've gotten into it, and you know, times when I've done wrong, and you know, female at this point, she's not hearing
what you're saying.
What I'm saying. And
are you guys walking down Morris Road at this point? Or you're still at the gas station?
Yeah, we're at the gas station. Okay. She's got, you know, a book bag, and she like has all her stuff laid out on the side. So I'm like, right now you're looking like, you know, you're on some drugs. You're not looking good right now. So
what was she wearing that night then?
These are all black, maybe.
What kind of book bag does she have?
It's like a flower bag. I bought it for her.
Okay.
So, and she keeps all her stuff in it because I'm forgetful. So, and she's moving around, bouncing around, living in the street. So, she keeps all her stuff. I'm forgetful. I'll lose things, especially if we get in people's houses. So she's good at keeping her stuff. So. Yeah, everything's on the ground. I'm like, you know what? Like, I can't keep doing this. I told you before, like, you know, just be honest. So, I got to walking down the road. Well, she followed me, and then that's when we were at CVS. That's across the street, because I walked across the street. And, she was like, I don't want to go. Why are you going to your mom's? You just going to leave me in the street, I guess. I'm like, I'm not trying to leave you in the street. So what do you want to do? Like, we can go to my mom's house. You know, I can sneak you in, whatever I got to do. But, like, what do you want to do? You got to let me know. She doesn't get her way. Like, she does this little attention thing where she like take off walking and stuff because she wants me to go. Like that's always just.
She'll just storm off.
Yeah, that happens a lot. So it's late. So I'm like, all right, girl, let's just go to the house. I don't want to be out here. Don't want to cause these problems, and we can't go to my mom's house after leaving. Cool, we can't go to my mom's house tripping because now my mom is definitely not going to let you in, and now you're definitely going to be out in the street. And we're tired of that. She just wasn't comprehending, like, you could tell she was like twacked out, like, she wasn't comprehending, wasn't going on. No, it wasn't right in her own head. I could tell from, like I said, how she was just digging stuff out of her bag, and I could just tell this ain't right. So then I'm like, well, I wanted to get some weed, you know. So we go up the street. My cousin's house is up by Carl Road, so it's like, fuck it, get some weed, just chill out. Well, halfway going down that way, she's still mad. She can't find drugs. She thinks she keeps saying that I think she's cheating all the time and stuff like that. And I'm like, look, I don't care about none of that. I just want to get safe and be cool out the way. So then she was like, let's just go back. So I'm like, all right. So we get to walking down again, and then now we're back to Morris Cleveland, and we're walking down, and she sits down again, and she's like, I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm like, look, I don't want to just keep being out here all fucking night long. Like, it's happened so many times. Like, out south, we've sat at a bus stop for hours. Like, you know, trap houses, she just wanted to sit in a trap house. She took 20 pills just a month ago and damn near OD and passed out in front of Kroger's, where we had to like get her up and walk her to one of my friend's houses for her to lay in and try to sleep it off or just hydrate herself. And she slept for like 6-7 hours, but then and she was like, thank you for saving my life or whatever. I was at one of her friends' houses out south, and I OD'd. You know, I was in the hospital. I didn't even know. They revived me in the hospital. I'm like, man, even just being around, I get caught up in the mix, and I almost lost my life. So,
how long did it take you to finally get to like close to Mom's house that night? Then, like to Morrison 3. You know that speedway there?
Yeah, this was like we from catching a bus, which was like 10. 20 something to 34 to got up to Morrison, Cleveland, then sitting at the gas station, then walking up Morris towards Carl and coming back. I can imagine that being like an hour, because you know we're walking, you know.
Yeah.
But she's fast-paced walking.
Cause she's mad.
Yeah, and then there was a guy had tattoos, dark skin, smaller than me, who was following, and I said something to him like, who are you? Like, do you know her too? And he asked for a drink or whatever. Did I drink? And then he walked over to across the street and had walked over to the gas station. I think he was following because, you know, a man and a woman were walking down the street, and you know what I'm saying, we was arguing at that time. I can only imagine he was probably trying to, you know, feed off of it. You know, I never seen dude, so I don't know who he was, and he was just following. And then when I asked him, that's when he was like, oh, I'm just listening to music. Do you drink? And just offered me a drink, and I wasn't paying no mind. And so we get back down, and then when she sat down and started digging her bag, I felt like she was trying to get high, you know, do some more fed.
After she did the first time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I was like, look, just getting my stuff out the bag. You know, I can't can't condone it. I can't imagine it because I know where this is going to go. You're getting on drugs, now you're on fatty. So you went from smoking weed to doing powder, smoking crack, now you're on fatty. I've seen meth. I'm like, it's just too much for me. I'm barely surviving. I can't afford both. I can't afford to take care of my habit. Can't afford to take care of your habit. I can't afford to do none of this. And then on top of all that, I'm finna go in and take care of this probation violation and stuff, and I'm fighting a case. Like, I'm gonna be sitting in jail wondering constantly
where she's at,
what the hell's going on, which I've already done, because every time I go to jail, she bonds me out or she's answering my phone. She's, you know what I'm saying? That's my road dog. That's my ride or die. That's my better half.
Did you guys ever make it to your mom's house?
No. I left her from...
Where'd you leave her at?
Because she was tripping, and then I told her I didn't want to do this, and she was like, well, I just killed myself. I'm like, you know what?
Where were you guys at when she said I want to kill myself?
It's like a U-Haul.
Okay, on Morse Road?
Morse Road. This U-Haul. It's a little bench right there where you can sit at. And there's plenty of nights we've sat there and just chilled for hours. You know, numerous times. So, you know, when she was doing that, I was like, look, is there any possible way I can just get my stuff and I'll go to my mom's and you can call your dad. Your dad will come. I know for sure he will come. I can't even call him myself. She's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna kill myself. Everybody be better off. Like, she just kept saying it. So I'm like, woman, this just ain't right. And then what she'll do is she'll go walk in the street. Like, that's been done multiple times. Like, she was walking down Morris Road in the street. So like, please get out the street. Please come over here. Please just get out the street.
That's in front of you all? She finally walked down?
That's the second time. She had done it on Morris and Cleveland too. Walking down, she was doing it. That's why I was not walking with her. Because I'm like, man, this ain't cool. So when we get down there, then I'm like, yo, what? I'm just gonna go to my mom's house. I'm just gonna get up and go. So that's what I did, and then she got up, rushed and got to me. We were at Speedway, and I was like, that's when I asked the people at Speedway, like, is there any possible way she used the phone or whatever? They was like, no, because we've been there before arguing, so they already know who we are. You know what I mean? They know that I live there, and they know that this is my girl. So they're like, y'all just need to go home. So that's what we did. I asked her again, say, well, I got my stuff, whatever. She was like, no. And I had a bag of clothes from the day before, like sleeping in, like basketball shorts and stuff. And she put it inside the bag. So I'm like,
what were you wearing then?
Oh,
you had clothes, obviously?
Yeah, I had clothes on. That was from what I had worn the day before.
Okay. What were you wearing? You said she was wearing all black.
Yes, that's I'm pretty sure. I don't think she changed. I'm not sure. But pink, like a pink shirt and some jeans that I work in, work clothes. So I'm like, you know, why are you doing that? And she just didn't care. She was like a demon, like a devil. She didn't care at the time, so she had the bag from the ground, so I went to grab the bag, and then she yanked the bag away from me. She was like, no. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, this is my stuff now, my phone and stuff. I'm like, all right, whatever. That's what you want to do. I went to try to grab it again, and that's what she yanked from me. So that's why I feel like it seemed like everybody thinks we were in an argument, but it wasn't an argument. It was more...
You were trying to get your clothes.
Yeah, it was not even... I really didn't care. I just was hurt that...
Pay attention to what is happening here. The detective just gave Antoine an easy out. He said, it seemed like an argument, but really you were just trying to get your clothes. And Antoine took it immediately. Yeah, it wasn't even an argument. I just wanted my stuff. because Antoine understands exactly what he is doing in this room. He is building a narrative where nothing that happened was intentional. The argument wasn't really an argument. The grabbing wasn't really grabbing. The hitting wasn't really hitting. He is constructing a version of the night where every single moment has an innocent explanation. A bag, a phone in his hand, a broken hand, Jamie walking into traffic herself. Layer by layer, piece by piece. The problem is that the detective has 45 minutes of video, and a narrative, no matter how carefully constructed, cannot survive 45 minutes of video.
You know, she's not comprehending what she's doing and where, like how she's acting and looking. She wasn't comprehending that, so it's just looking bad. So that's when she was like, "Fuck it, I don't care anymore." So that's when I said, "Fuck it, okay. Well, you don't want to give me my stuff, and you're making me look bad, grabbing for it, and it looks, and now it looks like I'm taking your stuff."
This is Speedway line?
Yeah, and it's like it's making it look like I'm taking your stuff when really, you know, my stuff is in his bag. So I'm just trying to get that. So we got to doing that, and then she got to walking out in front of the cars, and I'm like, calm down. And
now, where was that at? She's walking out in front of cars?
Yeah, so this is all beside Speedway.
Okay.
So I'm like, Jake, stop. Like, you're doing absolutely the most right now. And then a person pulled up, and they're like, look, why don't you just give them the stuff, and y'all just go on by.
Somebody have to stop?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are out in the road, like where cars have to stop?
No, they're on the side.
Okay.
And then I was like, this is retarded. Even the person's like, look, just give him the stuff back because he's trying to go, you know. And then there was a.
Are you talking about you guys right here?
Yep, that's us.
That looks like a gray shirt to me.
That's the button up.
That's the button up. Okay, yeah. And that's her. She was actually wearing a white shirt.
That's my shirt. She put my shirt over top. She's in all black.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So this is as you guys were arguing.
It was getting colder.
Okay.
So she put my shirt over top.
And you guys, she didn't want to give you your clothes,
yes.
And you guys are walking towards Westerville Road at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So that's when I left.
Where did you last see her?
At Speedway.
At Speedway, like right here?
When walking off.
Okay. This is the front of Speedway. So did she sit down in the front of the door, or? Here's the pumps. You know, Circle K is across the street. This is in the front doorway. Is this where you guys went in to ask for the phone?
That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. She wasn't with you on Westerville Road before you got to your
she
street,
didn't follow
Bennington?
me. She didn't follow me when I took off.
She didn't?
When I left after she wouldn't give me the bag, she didn't follow me. She sat there. She was sitting on the side.
Okay.
And I went to my mom's house. And then that's when I was like, you know what? Let me try to message. That's when I went to my mom's.
Okay. Did you ever hear a crash?
No.
No?
No, but I heard police.
Okay.
Me and my mom was sitting there and we heard police. So we were like, well, I wondered, did she call the police or anything? I'm like, Mom, she was stranded outside. So I can only imagine. She probably trying to get a ride to the hospital because she's done that a million times.
Did you think maybe she overdosed or something, or?
That's what I told my mom. I'm like, Mom, she had fentanyl on her. She had fatty on her. So I just don't think, it's been numerous times she just called, she'll call the hospital, and I've seen her fake a seizure to go to the hospital. Like, she's gone there and done a little psych kick. It was where you go, you get mental tested. She did it, they keep you for 72 hours. She's done that multiple times. She get too high on a drug and start thinking somebody's after her or something like that, and she's went into grave.
So at no point in time did she try and follow you back to Bennington Road right there in front of that car lot?
No, I think that I was assuming and hoping that she was going to come to my mom's, but she was probably, my mom mom don't play them games. So I assume either she's gonna come to my mom's or she's gonna call her dad and get picked up by her dad. What happens?
So mom said when you got back at around 11:54, you came in the back door. You had called her.
We have to go to the back door. Nobody uses my
She
mom's.
asked you where Jamie was, and your hand was hurt, and you said that she got hit by a car.
Nah, my mom asked
That's
me.
what your mom told me.
Yeah, my mom asked, my hand's broke. So my mom said, where's Jamie? I said, I left her at the gas station because I was done arguing over my stuff. She was like, well, what are you doing? It's late. Like, what are you doing? I said, Mom, I'm just going to stay till the morning and then I'll be gone. She's like, well, okay. So we're sitting there and maybe half hour, 40 minutes go by and we're like, well, we should go check and see why we're hearing police. She's like, you know, your probation officer is asking you to come in, how many more days you need. And I had told him that I just needed a couple of days to get a few dollars or whatever, and then I would turn myself in to get this taken care of. She's like, well, you're here. Your ankle monitor's gonna read, she's gonna come get you.
Right.
I'm like, well, Mom, if that's gonna happen, that's okay. I don't really bother mind it. I'm not running from it. Like, I went and dropped, I know I'm dirty. I'm hoping to go to rehab, but then my doctor said that I got mental. You know, the if they're giving me medicine, psychic medicine, they're trying to tell me that I need mental assessments and stuff, so I'm like...
Were you high at all that night? With her?
We got high every day.
Okay. Did you do any fatty with her?
I don't do fatty, so
okay.
No. I never knew she ever did fentanyl.
So when you get high, what do you get high on usually?
We were, like, I would get her crack. I'm a marijuana smoker. I was smoking hard with her until I got diagnosed with all these diagnoses. So now I'm on gabapentin. They got me taking Seroquel. You know, so I'm on all these different medications now. To where, and then my hand being broke. You know,
how long has it been broke? How'd you break it? I guess
I broke it in jail, and I got out, and I broke it again.
Someone in jail break it?
Yeah, I got into a fight in jail.
Okay.
And then I got out, got a check, and went through that procedure, and then I detailed cars. I ended up shutting my hand in the door. And that's how I rebroke it.
So, let's go back to Westerville Road.
Yeah, so I'm sitting, me and my mom, we're sitting there, and we're like, look, let's go down there. And let's go find Jamie. Let's go make sure Jamie's okay. I'm like, Mom, I messaged her, she's not responding. So if you want to go down there, let's go. I'm like, Mom, you want to drive? She's like, no. I'm like, all right, well, my friend will come and we can ride with her. Well, they had everything blocked off. Like you couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't walk down. You couldn't do nothing. So at that point, we're like, all right, well, my friend Loretta, who she does DoorDash, and we never, we were just good friends. She's like, well, I can't even get through. Like, they have the streets blocked off. What's going on? I'm like, the streets blocked off. She's like, yeah. I'm like, can you see anything? She's like, no, I'm not seeing anything. So me and my mom are like, well, what the hell's going on? I mean, sometimes she's like, was anybody following y'all or anything? I'm like, there was a dude that I seen on Morris Road, but he had tattoos, skinny, black. It was like kind of almost like an African kind of. But I'm like, Mom, I just don't see nothing like that happening. I don't see nothing. She was like, well, do you really think she would hurt herself or would have committed any type of suicide? And I'm like, no, it wasn't that big of a deal. Nothing happened like that. We were actually happy to see each other. It's just she was on drugs. And she was like, all right, so what's going on when y'all walking in the street? I was like, I was just begging her to get out the street, like trying to make sure she was okay. And she was like, well, Jamie's like that. Like, why do you keep going back to her? Why do you keep doing that? I'm like, Mom, I love this girl. trying to do everything I can in my power to be a better man for her. But, you know, my support system is tired of having to take care of us. And, you know, her family, they never, I don't know if it's because I'm black, I don't know. They never really gave two fucks about me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, you didn't leave her at the Speedway because I have video of you two walking past Speedway and walking northbound on Westerville Road past that car lot. And you guys are getting into an argument. You're going back and forth. Kind of similar to what you told me.
Yeah,
but you said you left her at the Speedway.
No, we were on the side. Once she wouldn't give me the bag, that's when I left.
Okay. So, on the side, were you close to that car lot then?
You talking about Jordan?
Yeah, the old Jordan lot.
That's kind of right there. So,
okay. That's where you guys had your argument?
Well, on the side. Yeah. Like Speedway, for real.
So, the problem is I have video of Jamie running out screaming for help and you chasing after her. Do you recall that?
No, she was in the street trying to commit suicide, and that's me. If you see, I'm telling her, I'm waving at cars to get out the way.
This is the moment the interrogation changes completely. For 40 minutes, Antoine has been telling his story: the bag, the drugs, the bus, the argument. And now the detective puts a video in front of him, and Antoine doesn't pause. He doesn't look at it and say, "Let me see." He already has an explanation ready. She was trying to commit suicide. I was waving cars down to help her, which means one of two things. Either he genuinely believes his own version of events, or he has spent 2 weeks preparing for exactly this moment. Either way, the detective has 45 minutes of footage from multiple cameras, and Antoine has a story about a bag.
So you narrate this here for me, okay? These are cars stopping because you guys are on the side here.
Where?
Watch.
This is Jordan's right here?
Yeah. See her? Is that you trying to get her out of the street? See this car stopped here? You guys have already...
Yeah, that's the car that I waved down and stopped.
Okay. You guys have already passed here, so this is you and her, right? And you're telling the car to stop?
Yeah, that car stopped and told her to give me the stuff.
Okay. What is she doing at this point as she's running? Is she trying to run in front of this car?
Yeah, that's me waving it down. That car stops.
Okay.
And that car...
What are you guys talking about at this point?
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm begging her to stop. I'm begging her to please get out the street, just give me my stuff, and let's just stop this.
Why are you hitting her?
Yeah, I've never hit her.
You're hitting her right now.
No, I'm grabbing the bag. I was trying to grab the bag, and she was pulling on the bag.
So is that your phone light? What are you looking for?
Yeah, I had a phone. I had a phone.
So you're moving there? Now, why are you dragging her into the middle of the road?
That's not me dragging her. That's me I have a bag.
No, she's right there.
Yeah, and I have a bag. And I'm pulling my bag, trying to get my bag. And my phone's in my hand, too.
But you're still dragging her, and you leave her in the middle of the street.
I have a bag.
But look at this. The bag's attached to her.
No, the bag, she has the bag on her hand. She's not wanting to give it to me.
Okay.
So then that's when I said, fuck it, whatever. And that's when I walk away. That's when I left.
Why didn't you leave her on the side of the road instead of in the middle of the road?
What do you mean leave her?
You left her. This is her.
Yeah, she's sitting there. She was just sitting there like, don't leave me.
Right here?
She's sitting there saying, do not leave me. Why? How can you do this to me?
So she's yelling that as you're pulling her.
She's talking like she's not wanting to give me my stuff because she didn't want me to leave.
Now your phone keeps going up. It looks like
my phone's in my hand, and that's me. I got a phone in my hand, and I got one of the straps pulling.
So there she is, right there.
Yeah.
In the road. Why didn't you help her back off the roadway? It's in the middle of the night.
Well, she wasn't listening and doing anything. She didn't care. She didn't give a fuck because I didn't want to go to a meth house.
You guys love each other. You still, no matter how much petty she does.
Definitely, and I can't say how much petty because we've seen there's no win with that. Like, I didn't care what drug. I did drugs with her. I told her, like, I don't care.
Do you know what happened after this?
No, until this is, Loretta, my mom was like, look, go to your brother's house and talk to your brother and see what y'all can figure it out. Because I've been drained. My mom doesn't drive at night. So I'm like, okay. So I go there because they got Wi-Fi so I can use my phone or whatever. So we're calling everywhere.
You were at Lloyd's that night?
Yeah. And we did everything. Like, I even called the jail because I'm like, she had Fetty. So maybe police.
She got ran over so many times.
That's what we found out from the coroner at 8-something in the morning.
How did you find out from the coroner?
Because we called every hospital in Columbus. We called both jails. We called her dad, her brother. We called her friend out west. Her name is Sarah. We called her. Like, she's like, well, we're gonna figure out if she was coming here. But I'm like, I know she didn't go back to Cleveland 22nd where she was being held captive. And she said she was being raped. So we just know that she didn't go there. Like,
so watching this video here, I'm watching you punch her. I'm watching you actively punch her, drag her into the middle of Westerville Road in the southbound lanes, punch her again until she's motionless, leave her in the middle of the road. She gets ran over by approximately 6 cars.
6 cars. Antoine's response is, she was motionless because she never got up. She was yelling, "We had the bag," as if any of that matters at the point when 6 cars have driven over the person he calls his ride or die. 6 cars means Jamie lay in that road long enough that 6 separate drivers in the dark didn't see her. Because she was not moving. Because Antoine had beaten her unconscious and left her there. Every single one of those drivers called 911 in tears. Antoine walked home to his mom's house.
Dead right there.
I don't understand why you're saying I punched her. She was motionless because
she never got up.
We had her back. She was yelling.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back.
Understand
She's
what
yelling.
you're saying.
Do you think it was a good idea to leave her in the roadway in the middle of the night?
I left because we had already had police being called because the dude that stopped already was like, well, I'm just going to call the police. You won't give them the stuff. And I'm just going to call the police. So I said, sir, I'm already going to leave.
Were already coming.
I have an ankle monitor and everything, and I'm already on probation. So I'm trying to stay out of trouble. So why would you bring it on to me? That's retarded. So that's when I'm like, look, just give me my stuff and I go to my mom. She's like, I don't want to go to your mom. She wants to go to her friend's trap house. I'm not going to no trap house. I'm not doing that. So that's when I'm trying to grab the bag. I have a whole phone in my hand. I'm trying to grab the bag. I don't understand what you mean by fighting going on. And if you saying she was motionless and stuff like that, I would have had the bag.
So let's go back. I have independent witnesses from these cars saying Jamie was screaming, help, help, help.
Definitely wasn't screaming no help, help, help. I was waving cars down.
I have 911 calls where people are saying she's screaming for help.
That's probably because
I have neighbors that heard her and you arguing.
Yeah, the neighbors is the one who said, just go home. Y'all arguing, I'm gonna call the police. That's why I left, because I said, listen, just give me my stuff.
I'm gonna slow this down for you. Okay. One last time.
Yeah.
Okay? See this?
Yeah.
Okay. You grab her there.
No, that's the back.
She goes to the ground.
You see,
she's on the ground though.
Yes.
Okay.
She's on the ground cuffing the bag.
Okay.
Because she doesn't
go right here though. Hold on, slow down for me. Okay. You see your arm right there?
Yeah, I'm yanking the bag. That's me
punching her.
No.
You're punching her.
I have a broke hand. My hand is literally, look at my hand. My hand is literally broken.
See this? If you just wanted the bag, why didn't you just take the bag instead of dragging her out in the middle of the
That's me pulling the bag. She's holding on to the bag.
And you want her to let go of it?
Yes, I'm yelling, let go of the bag.
If she's holding on to the bag, then you hit her again in the head.
I never hit her. I don't know what you mean I hit her again in the head.
Look,
That's me grabbing the bag. And then
yes,
you walk
off.
Look, go back a little bit.
She's not moving.
Go back. She was laying there saying, don't leave me.
Look.
Yeah. You can go back. You see my phone's in my hand.
I see your phone. I see your light. Yeah.
You see that. So, and that's my left, the phone's in my left hand. My right hand is broken. There, look, this is broke.
You sure you didn't injure it more by
Definitely
by this?
Look at my hand. It's not injured more.
So look,
it's not.
She never moves.
Yeah.
She never gets up.
She had already been saying she wanted to commit suicide.
But look. Okay. She's not moving at all. So I understand you say she wanted to commit suicide. But as much love as you say,
and we on being on drugs.
As much love as you say you have for her, you would still want to get her out of the middle of the street. You do not want her to die.
I tried and yelled at her. I straight told her, get out the ride.
Get out, bro. The detective just said, you love this woman. You do not want her to die. And his answer is that he yelled, get out, at a woman lying motionless in the middle of Westerville Road in the middle of the night. Not, I tried to carry her. Not, I stayed until I knew she was safe. He yelled, get out, bro, and walked to his mom's house. After 2 years of saying she was his ride or die, after everything he said about love and hell and back, 3 words, get out, bro. That is the most honest thing Antoine Phillips said in this entire interrogation.
Where were you after this? Did you just walk home?
No, I was at my mom's house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you walk
my mom's
home?
house is not far from right there.
Yeah, it's right
so
off.
That's when I went to my mom's house, and that's when I let my mom know. My mom's like, hey.
Look. She got hit by a car there.
When? I still haven't seen a car hit her. Dude, like, I don't understand why.
She's not moving at all right here. She's still not getting up. She's not moving. I don't see an arm move whatsoever. Cars are passing her. You're on your way home to mom's house.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be arrested. I had domestic violence with her. I didn't want any of them issues anymore. So that's why I said, look, I'm just going home.
Well,
and she did that also in Morrison, Cleveland.
Yeah, but she didn't get hit.
No,
see this?
No, because I was fighting
see
with
that?
her. Wow.
5 more times. 5 more times.
How?
How? You left her.
So I'm getting blamed for her murder when she got ran over by a car.
Because she was already beat and assaulted by you and was motionless in the middle of the street.
I never assaulted her. I was grabbing for my bag and stuff, which Speedway, all that show. I mean, you can see it.
I have more of these.
Yeah,
these are you on your way. I see this bag.
Yeah.
I also saw the bag at the crime scene.
Yeah, because I gave up. I said I'm done with this shit and left. I got my phone and left. In which I messaged her too, like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's going on? She just was not giving a fuck about anything, and she said, and that's why she sat down, like, cause I was trying to wave cars down and everything. Nobody was stopping for me. That's why she sat down. So I'm like, okay, she was like sitting on the bag. So that's why I grabbed the bag and went to pull the bag, and then she would yank it from me. I would grab the bag again. She would yank it back from me. I would grab the bag again. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going home. I'm going home.
Antoine, the video's clear that you were striking her. No matter what you say, hang on a second. It's clear that you were striking her. What we want to know is, what was her condition when you left her on that road? Was she unconscious? Or did you just...
Notice what the detective just did. He stopped trying to convince Antoine that the video shows what it shows. He already knows Antoine is never going to admit that. So he shifts the question. He is no longer asking, Did you hit her? He is asking, what was her condition when you left? Was she conscious? Was she moving? Because that is the question that matters legally. That is the question that separates leaving someone in a dangerous situation from intentionally leaving them there to die. And Antoine, who has an answer for everything, goes quiet because there is no good answer to that question, and he knows it.
She was yelling at me.
What was she yelling?
She was yelling at me like, Twan, where are you? This is like, I would kill myself. I don't care. Like, don't leave me. Do not leave me. I said, Jamie, I can't do this anymore. You're gonna put me in jail over domestic violence, and I don't understand why you keep doing this. Why won't you just give me this stuff? I'm going to my mom's house. Like, I expected her to know I was going to my mom's house to either come to my mom's house or at least be at the gas station, so when we went there, she would be there.
You've lived there pretty much all your life.
Yes.
You know how busy that roadway is. You know it's very dark right there.
No, it wasn't dark.
At no point should you have ever left, beating her or not. The
I
one
never
you love
beat
in the middle of
her,
the road.
and she leaves all the time.
So then Mom tells me that you called her in the middle of the night crying, and then when you got to her house after you left Jamie, that your hand hurt and your shoulder. His side and shoulder, he said his hand was hit by a car, and he heard a noise that makes him think she got hit by a car. This is before you even got to Mom's.
No, I was at my mom's when we were talking. I never called her. My phone doesn't work.
You said earlier you left and you didn't know. You just heard all the sirens and went down.
Yeah.
Mom's saying you said that as soon as you got to her house that she got hit by a car.
No.
And that your shoulder and your hand was hurt and that it got hit by a car.
No, nobody got hit by a car.
So Mom's lying to me.
No, my mom didn't know anything. And I'm sitting here, like, my hand, you can see, my hand is broken. So when I'm telling her, like, Mom, I'm trying to get my club, my bag, and she says, y'all are fighting again. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get back. She wouldn't give me my stuff. She was like, you just need to leave her alone. I said, Mom, that's why I left. I'm tired of everybody telling me to leave her alone, leave her alone. She's not cooperating when she gets on. When y'all doing y'all drugs, neither one of y'all are paying attention to what y'all doing. Like,
well, we did a search warrant on Mom's house that day.
Yeah, my mom told me.
We found your clothes with blood on it.
She had no blood. I don't know anything about that. So, and I wore them.
Blood probably from punching her.
Then my hands would be cut, sir. There's no cuts on my hands.
Well, not now. It's 2 weeks.
There would be any type of mark.
You said your hand was broken.
Yeah, my pinky has been broke. My pinky's been broke, though. Doctor's appointments and all.
And then Lloyd tells me that he made you leave his house at 6 o'clock the next morning because he woke up and saw the news. Gave you $5 to get on the bus.
No, he didn't make me leave. I only went over there. They're getting kicked out of their house, so they're not allowed to have company over there. So my brother woke me up and said, hey bro, they're saying she was ran over by cars. I said, huh? I said, well, where's she at? Like, is she still at Grand? He's like, no, it's the corners that's saying. I said, well, I'm not understanding. I got up and I was on my way to Grand, and then I got a call. I got to Grant, and I got a call from my sister. My sister was like, look, don't go there, and we're talking to her dad and them to see what's going on. So at that point, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, Mom. I called my mom back. My mom's like, what happened? Who got hit by a car? What went down? I'm like, Mom, they're telling me she got hit by cars. And my mom's like, well, you told me that she was in a walkway she was trying to get hit by a car to commit suicide, and that's why I told you to leave her alone. I said, yeah, Mom, but I was way out.
Why did you hide from us so long? Why never hid for 2 weeks. You knew. I
never hid anything. What I did was I was already on the run.
You were on the run already.
Yeah, I was already.
rape and GSI.
So I was already talking to Jason.
I have obtained 2,500 different documents from Facebook messengers. I have all your conversations.
Yes.
I have all your downloads on your phone data.
Yep.
I have everything. You knew what happened that night.
My mom told me all I needed to do. She said, "How many days or whatever you need for us, and I'm gonna take you to talk to you guys."
Mom told me a week and a half ago that you were going to turn yourself in.
Yes, I said, "Mom, a couple of days," because you know what? I talked to my attorney, Jason. He told me not to talk to you guys. He said, "Do not talk to them. I don't see anything on anything." I'm like, "Well, my mom is telling me that they're wanting to question me about what's going on." So I'm like, "What do I do?" He's like, "Don't talk to them. You don't talk to anybody but me." And you see, I'm here still. I'm talking to you, like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then, like, I could barely even, I didn't even know how to think. I didn't even know how to move. I didn't know how to, I wanted to kill myself losing her. I didn't understand, like, I didn't get why she even just, I mean, I understand being on drugs. I understand that drug too.
Here's my take on this, okay? You two have been going back and forth with each other for 2 years, correct?
No,
you guys
we haven't been back and forth for 2 years, no. It's been like 7 months since drugs got real bad.
Okay, since drugs got back. You care very much for her.
With everything in my heart.
And she cares a lot for you. Definitely. I've seen the messages back.
I definitely believe that
I've seen the messages that you even posted on Facebook trying to show what kind of person she was.
No, I definitely was not trying to show. I was trying to show what type of person her dad is.
I think
to be putting and blaming everything on me like I'm some bad person or I'm some person who would kill somebody when I fucking called. I didn't call because I got her to call him because she was being kidnapped and held captive. So I felt like, what the fuck?
I think part of that conversation that night was about that night too. About you think that she's doing all the sex and stuff for drugs. And you had a little bit of a disagreement with her about her claiming she couldn't leave because she was fully capable of getting up and walking out the door.
That's how I felt.
Okay.
I felt it. Why?
I think both of you had a little bit too much to drink because you were at Mo's house making music.
That was beforehand. That was the day before.
You're
talking about this. That wasn't.
Lloyd was there because Lloyd saw you.
Yeah.
And then you guys had too much to drink. She had a little too much drugs. You said fentanyl.
Yeah.
I don't know how much weed or whatever you had, but I think it got a little heated there, and you were done. You had snapped and started running after her. You were tired of listening to her saying no, not giving you her clothes. So she's running out on the road, asking for help, screaming for help. You catch up to her, you throw her to the ground, and you start punching her. It's clearly on video. I can't make this up.
Yeah, that's not me punching. That's me grabbing her the bag.
But this is not grabbing a bag. This is grabbing a bag.
Yeah, but
then you drag her across the street.
I didn't drag her across the street. That's me pulling on the bag, and she's holding onto the bag.
Dragging her across the street.
So that I had no intention of dragging her or nothing. That's her yanking the bag. Then she yanks it out of my hand. Then I go back to grab the bag again. That's what that is. She yanking.
After seeing this video here, is there anything you would have done differently?
Definitely.
That night? What would you have done differently?
What I should have did was I called my brother and them, but they told me to leave. So I wish I would have never left now, even though that's what I've always done is not leave, and I end up going to jail for domestic violence. So this is the one time where I said, you know what, I'm going to leave so I don't get in trouble and go to my mom to see if my mom can help me. But when we went back, police had the street blocked off.
Well, you're here today at Blenheim Township because you're being charged with murder and kidnapping.
Yeah, and I don't understand how did I kidnap? That's what I don't understand.
She's trying to get away from you. You're keeping her from leaving. Then you drag her across the roadway while she's not.
If she was trying to get away from me, how would we even get there? How would we even get there if she was trying to get away from me? She was trying to go to my mom's house. That was me.
She's running the opposite way now. She's going southbound.
Yes, because she didn't want to give me nothing. She didn't want to give me my stuff for that because it's actually tables turned, because usually I'm the one that would grab her phone and stuff, and then I would keep her phone at the house because she would always come back.
Well, she's clearly running away from you on this one, and with the witness statement.
No, she's trying. She was running in the street.
Here's the facts of the case. This is what we're presenting. You're going down to jail tonight. You have numerous warrants. 2 for
I was
rape.
fighting the case.
Yeah, you got 2 warrants for rape.
That's one case.
Yeah, you have 3 warrants for gross sexual imposition, which is
That's
the same
all one.
case.
It's all one, and it's false allegations from my ex-girlfriend.
But still, they're valid warrants. You have murder, and you have kidnapping through us.
I'm not understanding how I have.
You are responsible for her death. Clearly, the video that you
because
just
I left, I'm getting charged with murder.
No. You assaulting her until she's no longer moving, and then intentionally dragging her into the middle of Westfield Road and beating her again and leaving.
I wasn't dragging her. I was grabbing my stuff, but she wouldn't let it go. So how is she capable of holding on to a bag, not letting a bag go? I'm not understanding.
If she was on the ground saying, "Don't leave me," or whatever you said, she said she was doing on the ground.
Yes,
she would be
she even yelled at the lady.
She would be moving.
She even yelled at the lady, "Come get your stuff. Come get your stuff." I'm already at my street now. So I was like, "No, I'm cool, Jamie."
We have enhanced this video. We have zoomed in. At no point was she moving after you assaulted her.
Then why can't you enhance it to see that I was never assaulting her? I was grabbing my bag.
I have. I just watched the same thing.
And you see I have a whole cell phone in my hand. So I'm assaulting somebody with a cell phone and grabbing the bag. Where's these other arms coming from? I don't understand that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't either.
I'm holding my cell phone.
That video is clear.
And it shows.
You were striking her.
It shows I'm holding my cell phone. And then it shows me grabbing the whole strap of the book bag. I'm pulling on.
Experience a Verilux progressive lens powered by AI for instantly sharp vision even in motion and seamless transitions from near to far.
Download now with $0 fee using Helleria, plus special rates on your first digital transfer.
DistroKid is the easiest way to put out music.
See, DistroKid makes it so easy to get your music on all of the streaming platforms.
Instagram, Apple, TikTok, Shazam. I just don't think that we give DistroKid enough credit for what they do. I'm getting major label services at indie artist prices.
And they never take a cut of your royalties.
On one half of a book bag because she has the other half on her.
It shows her north of Jordan's, running south across the street to the RV lot.
To get hit by a car.
Hang on.
Hang on.
In that lot, she is down on the ground and you're assaulting her.
She
You're
sat down.
striking her.
After the car passed.
So she sat down.
After the car passed and said, give him his stuff so he can go, because that's what's been said. She sat down on the bag.
So you're punching her to get her off the bag.
I didn't punch her. I was grabbing for the book bag, and she had my cell phone too. But she dropped the cell phone, so I picked the cell phone up off the ground. And then was because she went to put the other side of the book bag on. As I grabbed the cell phone up off the ground, she goes to put the other side of the book bag on. So then that's when I grabbed the other strap to the book bag, and I'm pulling on it.
Antoine, any reasonable person.
Now she's laying in the roadway after you drug her across the street, not moving, doesn't move again. If she was yelling at you, come back, I'll give you your stuff, she's not even moving.
She's not moving. She's not moving one bit.
That's exactly what I was.
So let me ask you this. Watching this video you saw now, I understand your side of the story. You have your side.
You're not.
But do you think 12 reasonable jurors is going to believe that story? With this video we have right now.
The detective doesn't ask this with anger. He asks it quietly, almost gently, like he is giving Antoine one last opportunity to understand the position he is in. And Antoine's response is, "Why don't you have more video showing her following me?" More video. He wants more video. The detective has 45 minutes of footage from multiple cameras showing Antoine beating Jamie unconscious and leaving her in the road. And Antoine wants more video because apparently the video he has already seen doesn't count. This is the moment you understand that Antoine Phillips is not going to change his story. Not today, not in this room, not with this video. The story is the bag. It will always be the bag.
Enough evidence.
Yeah, there should be murder. Why don't you have the more video? That's to see her following me from there to the speed.
I have 45 minutes of video. I have you guys walking down Morse Road through the gas station lot of Speedway. I have you walking across here and arguing for 15 minutes at 3 in Bennington from the 3C Food Mart video. I sat there and watched you guys pace back and forth, argue until she tries to run from you and you assault her.
So you see me waving down cars to stop from hitting her. You seen that part too then, right?
I saw the part where she's running away from you.
That's not her running away from me.
And you're waving down cars because you're chasing after her.
To stop, to not hit her, because she's saying she wants to die. Just like she said, if you've read the messages, she clearly stated, I just want
Nobody
to kill
wants
myself.
to die that way.
What way? She didn't want to die. That was intention. That's what she does.
She didn't, but you did not help
and
the
then if you
situation by
see the video,
until she was
I didn't assault her. I grabbed my phone. I was pulling on my book. I mean, it's not my book bag. I got the book bag for her. But all my stuff is in this book bag.
Well.
And then if you see the video like you're saying, you would see that when she ran to the street, I passed her to get in front of the cars coming from the other way to stop them.
Antoine?
Because she's done it numerous times, like CVS, Morrison, Cleveland.
Well, when I get the blood back from your clothes you wore that night.
Definitely, her blood's on.
You have verified this was you.
Definitely.
And you.
Definitely.
That's not going to be her blood.
Definitely. I told you, I had a pink shirt on.
Let's go. That's fine. What'd you do with that pink shirt when you got to mom's? What'd you do with your clothes you were wearing?
I had the clothes with me. When I left, when I got the ride to leave, and we
What'd you do at mom's?
I went to my brother's.
What'd you do as soon as you got to mom's?
I went to my mom to try to tell her what was going on. She really wasn't caring at first until I said, "Mom, will you please take me go with me, because I don't want police to arrest me. So I need you to come with me so we can go see or find Jamie."
Did you change clothes before you left?
No, I had a pink shirt on. Jamie has my shirt that I had on because she got cold.
Well, this shirt here,
and then I had a black shirt on.
This button-up shirt is what we found in the dirty clothes that Mom took from your room downstairs.
Yeah, that's from the day. That's what I had on. I had changed.
This is the same outfit as this right here. This is only roughly a 20-minute difference. You're wearing the same clothes here. This is the same day as this video here. This is you walking.
No, but I changed. And no, she had on. That's what I'm saying. Like she had on jeans. She don't have on jeans right there. That's when we first got to my mom's.
This is 5:18 at 11:26. This is at 11:51 the same night.
Yeah, we went to. I told you we went to my.
Made it to mom's.
No, we left from my mom's.
Correct, at 9:30.
Yes, and we left from my mom's.
And you went to Mo's, is what I was told.
No, that's earlier. We came back. I had got bus money from my mom, and I told you, that was later on.
Okay.
So that's two different times you're talking about.
These are the same.
Yeah, and she had on jeans. That's not the same outfit that she has on in that video.
The exact same.
She has jeans on, blue jeans on. You can see. You can clearly look at the video.
I don't need the video. I have the crime scene photos when I found her in the middle of the roadway dead.
Well, she had jeans on.
She did not have jeans on in that. And you had the same button on in that photo as you do in this video until you got home. What I'm telling you is I have blood on the dirt clothes you wore that night. Downstairs.
There's no blood from her on none of my stuff.
What about the blood in the bathroom in the basement?
The bathroom in the basement?
Yeah, where the Clorox bleach was sitting on the floor that Mom and Grandma both said they didn't get out.
What?
In the basement bathroom where Grandma stays?
I don't know anything about that.
Well,
I know nothing about
that. There was blood found in the sink.
I know nothing about that.
So none of that.
We're not even allowed to use the bathroom, the basement bathroom. So I know nothing about that.
Okay, what about the upstairs bathroom?
I never was in the bathroom. Period. Never did any of that. I went there, called to try to. She wouldn't. She said, "I'm not driving nowhere. I'm not going anywhere." So I called my friend, and my friend took me. But we couldn't get into the gas station. We couldn't get nowhere around. So then I had to go to my brother's house.
Okay. Well, that's what you're being charged with today, okay? We got some paperwork to do. You're going to go down for murder, kidnapping, and your other warrants. Is there any questions you have for me or any statements you want to change about what happened in these videos or anything that happened in that day?
Yes, I want to know, for one, she got hit by a car.
Not just one. I'll tell you this.
How am I getting accused with a murder when she was getting ran over by a car? How am I getting charged with a murder?
That video right there.
That video what? That video shows me trying to get my stuff there and leaving.
You have your story and I have real evidence.
And then I have a whole, I don't understand how you say I'm assaulting somebody with a phone in my hand and trying to grab for a bag. How is she being assaulted?
You're punching her, striking her with your fist.
I'm not punching or striking her. I'm pulling a bag and she's yanking it from me.
Well, that's what we have on here.
So
that's what actually happened.
You guys are just telling, you're just saying that, you're just putting that shit on me. I don't understand.
No, we're not. The video, your first statement, Antoine, was that you left her at Speedway and went home.
Yeah, we were on the side. I said the side of Speedway.
That's what you said. That was it. And then you just tried to get the bag, so no, you tried to grab the bag one more time, and then you left. And it was right there at the
That's
Speedway.
Exactly what I just did.
This does not show that. This shows you were
grabbing my bag, she pulls it back.
There's video from another station that shows you arguing with her for a long time at Bennington, and then it shows her running away from you and you tracking her down. You did have a phone in your hand.
Yeah. She said she was going to kill herself.
You are striking her, and then you drug her across the road and left her motionless in that roadway. She was not moving, and that's why I asked you specifically what was going on when you left her in that road. What was going on? And you said she was screaming and yelling, but she's not moving.
She was screaming and telling me not to leave.
And you left her.
Because I had a whole probation violation warrant. The police have been called. I am not trying to get in trouble for domestic violence. So
now you're in trouble for murder.
4 words. That is the entire answer to everything Antoine Phillips did that night. He left Jamie in the middle of Westerville Road because he was afraid of getting arrested for domestic violence. He had a probation violation. He had prior DV charges. He knew police had been called. So he made a calculation. Leave now. Avoid the arrest. Deal with Jamie later. And the detective collapsed that entire calculation into 4 words. Now you're in trouble for murder. Because Antoine was so focused on avoiding a misdemeanor that he left the woman he loved to be struck by 6 cars. And the cruelest irony is this. If he had stayed, if he had pulled her off the road and called 911, he probably would have walked away with exactly what he was afraid of, a domestic violence charge. Instead, he walked away with murder.
This is crazy. This is unreal.
Well, we're going to get your paperwork done here, okay? Unless Detective Moore has any other questions.
I don't. Can I see that video again?
I've already showed it to you
I
several times. I get what you're saying.
Striking her she's not.
You know why you're not seeing it? It's because you don't want to see it. You don't want to remember. You don't want to remember what happened that night because the person you love the most was left to die in the roadway, and she was ran over numerous times by cars. That was the worst possible death anyone could ever have.
I don't even, like, when I told she got hit by a car, I didn't even see how somebody could even hit a person with a car.
She's
like,
laying down. People can't see. It's in the middle of the night. You left her laying in the middle of the roadway where people can't even see her. Those people...
When she would give my stuff, I said that I left to go get my mother to come back to get my stuff from her.
It was too late.
That is the reason why I walked away, because my mother, I never called my mom.
How many domestic violence convictions do you have with her? How many DVs and assaults?
I only have one domestic
You
violence.
have a felonious assault you got charged with where
That's
you hit her
the
with
one.
a wrench.
And
you're
no,
telling me...
Listen, the police officer put that on me because I had left the scene. She showed up to court. She said numerous times. We went back to court that was a misunderstanding and that was not. I copped out to that charge for the simple fact I wanted to get out of jail. But she is staying Holbrook, my Judge Holbrook.
ChatGPT versus Sintra AI. What's the real difference? Okay, so